Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Senior Green? Hey, Senior Green, can you do me a favor? Can you tell me if you can hear this? Can you hear Amarim? Can you can you hear Amarim? No, just me, huh? What if I do that? Can you hear him now? Tell me if you can hear Amarim. Yo. You can't hear anything right now? Hold on, hold on. I gotta figure this out. Ah, okay. You'll be able to hear it now.
Ginocchio e quasi mai in piedi.
Uh, I, about the position on the seeing the game is just my way. I'm
You
not
can hear him
thinking.
now,
It's
right?
just the way I want to see the game, and then I go down. Then I'm thinking.
I think
I
you
have
should
no
be able
idea
to hear
why I
him.
do it. So I don't know. I don't have explanation for that. Then I prefer people think that we are not
Okay,
contenders.
perfect.
For me, if you
All
guys
right, we'll get
continue with
started
that, I
in a
think it's
second
better
here.
for
Give
us.
me 1
I also feel
minute.
that we will have games that we play well, and then
We're going to start this live reaction to the press conference and just talk about Milan, talk about the market and whatnot. Let me just send the links here. Give me a second. So they don't have a translated version in English because they're lazy fucks over there at Milano. So I guess I'm going to have to translate the questions. But what I want to hear is I want to hear the man himself, the man of the hour, the man that every AC Milan fan loves more than they love their mothers, Amorim. Amorim, the savior of AC Milan. No one is better. No one will ever be better. Milan already won the World Cup, the Olympics. They won everything. Just so we're going to be starting in literally 2 minutes. Just give me 1 second here. We are going to be starting in literally 2 minutes. 1 second, guys. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. I thought everyone hated Amorim. On social media, he gets so much hate. Really? I thought everybody loved him right now because he scored because of his first game. Guys, in the chat, what did you guys think about the first game AC Milan played against Torino? I hear a lot of positive reviews from the AC Milan universe. You know, it was 2-0, 2-1. But we'll be talking mostly about what he says here. All right, let's get started. Let's go. And the reaction starts now. Let's go.
Vedere tutto, ha voluto vedere tutti. Dalla Tarzinski Arena, dal Manchester United, da Ferragosto in poi sono state molto più stabili le sue scelte e anche per far trovare un'identità di gioco collaudata a più meccanismi, a tutta la squadra di adesso e anche ai giocatori che entreranno poi nel meccanismo successivamente, anche da domani col Venezia in poi.
I think
All right, the question real fast is, so you've been using the same roster, the same 11s, more or less, since the beginning of the summer, since you started playing friendlies in the summer. Is it because you want to develop this team with these players, etc.?
we need to think about buongiorno before the. I think we need to think that we need to create mechanisms and we need to give stability to the team, but we also need to prepare all the team for the season, because it's going to be impossible to play to be really competitive in every match in Serie A and play with the same team on Thursday with Europa League. And our goal is simple: we want to win titles and we want to be competitive. And for that, we need to have some rotation on the team. And then we also need to understand that nowadays, when you face an opponent, the next week you are going to face a very different opponent with different characteristics, and that's why you need to have different characteristics in some players to be ready to play against any team. So I think to have that stability and also to create the mechanism with the team, we need to rotate, but also to create some stability with the team, and we will try to do that.
Okay, first thing that stood out, he said, we want to win trophies. Okay. But yeah, whatever, stability and mechanisms. The only interesting thing that he said there was we want to win trophies. Let's see if you can win trophies, Amorim. Let's see.
Innanzitutto buongiorno, sì, sicuramente vogliamo creare dei meccanismi, dobbiamo creare dei meccanismi pur mantenendo la stabilità all'interno della squadra, però c'è anche da capire che gli avversari cambieranno di settimana in settimana, quindi quello che dobbiamo fare in
ultima partita con la sessione di
squadra, creare dei meccanismi ma pur facendo rotare un po' la squadra.
di Stefano Sky.
Eccoci, mister, sta per chiudersi finalmente il mercato, se sei contento che questa è l'ultima partita con la sessione di mercato aperta e se sei soddisfatto della squadra che oggi hai a disposizione e se ci dai un aggiornamento di campo per Leao e Ricci.
Okay, he asked if he's satisfied with the market. This is the last game before the market ends. And then he asked about Leao and Ricci. Which, by the way, Ricci is heading to Como, and Leao might be heading to the Premier League.
I'm going to say what I said in the first meeting. I'm really happy with the team. Of course, we are going to. I don't know what is going to happen until the end of the market. But if someone is coming for our team, is going to be someone that can help us not just in the present but also in the future. About the players that are going to be on the game, you are going to receive the list. Leao had one training with us. He's not fit, really fit compared to the others. He's not going to be the game, and then I'm going to choose the best ones. But of course, you already know. We just have to wait 5 days, and then in the end of the market we can talk about everything because we have an explanation. We have nothing to hide, but let's wait until the end of the market.
Sì, come ho già detto nella prima conferenza stampa, sono molto soddisfatto della squadra che ho a disposizione. Non so che cosa succederà da qui alla fine del mercato. Se dovesse arrivare un calciatore sarebbe perché questo calciatore potrebbe aiutarci e io cercherò di scegliere i migliori interpreti per questa sfida. Per il resto bisogna aspettare altri 5 giorni fino alla fine del mercato, dopodiché possiamo parlare delle nostre operazioni.
Dovessero trovare un'altra squadra da qua ai prossimi 5 giorni che mancano, questo argomento, cioè del mercato, più che altro per quello che lei può controllare, cioè i giocatori che in questo momento ha messo di fatto fuori dal progetto. Ad oggi volevo sapere dal suo punto di vista, se non dovessero trovare un'altra squadra da qua ai prossimi 5 giorni che mancano, c'è la possibilità di rivederli all'interno del progetto o è una scelta definitiva per quanto riguarda soprattutto Tomori, Fofana e Jimenez?
So the question is, if Tomori, Fofana, and Jimenez don't find a team before the end of the market, are they going to be reintegrated into the team? Let's see what he says.
You guys are really good on your jobs, and you know that some players, even if they don't leave the club, they will not be part of the team because it's impossible. It's not because they are bad players. They are very good players and they are very good men. But it's impossible to train during the week with 27 players. It's impossible. Nobody's going to be prepared. Nobody's going to be satisfied. So there are some players, if they stay, they will not be part of the squad. But we have a responsibility, and we will provide all the facilities, everything that we have to fulfill our job as a club. But in this moment, the market is open. Let's focus on Venezia. That is the biggest concern in my mind in this moment.
Voi siete molto bravi a fare il vostro lavoro.
So that's a pretty hard line they're taking. These players are out of the project no matter what. Those are big salaries to just keep there and waste. Those are 3 big players, Tomori, Fofana, and Jimenez. Those are 3 big salaries. Interesting. Hard line from AC Milan, hard line.
7 giocatori a disposizione, nessuno sarebbe preparato per la partita, nessuno sarebbe soddisfatto, ma noi in quanto società abbiamo la responsabilità per mettere a disposizione tutto.
Il Corriere della Sera.
Buongiorno. Lei dice di essere a posto, di essere contento della squadra così com'è, però le chiedo nello specifico, per esempio, una cosa di cui si parla. Non ritiene che anche numericamente, però, per esempio, in difesa possa servire un giocatore? Le potrebbe fare comodo, visto che il Milan giocherà tante partite quest'anno? Grazie.
All right. The question was, look, you're saying that you're happy with the number of players in the team, but aren't you worried about the defense? Aren't you a little bit short with the defense? Let's see what he says.
Again, guys, I think we need to focus on the game. We have players, we have defenders, we have young defenders that they need space to play. We are not going to solve all the problems of our team in one window. We need to think about all the actions that we make for the team. We need to understand that we are making an action today that is going to influence for 5 years, for 4 years our club. So we need to take time.
Damn, this guy thinks he's going to be here for 5 years. Bruh, if this guy doesn't start winning, if he starts messing up games, we know how this environment is. He'll be out of here before December. A little bit too optimistic here. But I do like that he said we need to give space to the young players. I mean, if there's one thing that I'm going to look at this season, is the young players. It's one of the things that I care about the most. So, I do like his answer.
And we need to believe that our young players, maybe you have a surprise with someone. So I think nowadays everyone wants everything really fast. And I'm a little bit old school. I think a lot of things will take time. So we have players to play. We'll be prepared for any match. We are going to have some problems maybe with the young players in some games. But again, big surprises happen. And imagine if I believe that Alpha is not ready to play for our team because he was player from Serie B. Maybe he was not playing in this moment. Maybe he's not playing now in the next game. I don't know. But sometimes you have surprises. We just need to think a lot about before we make a lot of things that is going to influence our club in 5 years.
This guy is thinking 5 years ahead, man. This guy's
5 years.
Listen, Alpha, by the way, is Cisse. His name is Alfajo, so that's what we call him, Alpha. But yeah, I like it. Yeah, you have to, and I agree. Like, the young players can be a surprise. Let's stop with this Moneyball bullshit, and let's actually use the young players that we have, especially the Italian ones. Right, Rock?
I'm just saying, just because it's marginally a better
Guys,
strategy.
Can you hear Rock? I cannot hear Rock.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
I have my mic on.
Can you guys hear Rock in the chat?
Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check.
This guy's thinking in 5 years, we'll be ready. And, Brian, dude, you're going to be fired in December. What are you talking about, 5 years? Guys, can you hear Rock in the chat?
Sounds like
you
they
can hear
me.
Rock. Bro, Rock, I can't hear you, bro.
Yo, they can hear me, but you can't hear me.
Rock?
This fucking guy. This greaseball Italian Roy. Talk shit while he can't defend himself. Fuck you, Roy. You hairy Italian. You hairy, smelly Italian. All right, let me go back out and go back in, but I think it's his thing. I want to give my opinion. I want to give my opinion when he can hear me because my plan is to trigger. My plan is to trigger Roy and send him into a tailspin today.
Everyone is whether they want to.
My goal is to battle him today.
What does that
and have
mean?
a fight.
How can you not hear Rock? Everyone is whether they want or not. Are you drinking? Old timer?
Funny.
What? What did you write?
Dude, whether they want to hear
Rock,
me or not, they can hear me. I'm going to go back out and come back in. 1 sec.
Can you maybe come out and come back in? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear Nathan either. What the fuck is going on? Ugh, technical issues, guys. Fucking technical issues.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Oh, guys, I think I figured it out. Say something, Nathan.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Solved.
Hey, I like what he said.
Yeah, me too. But guys, watch out for Nathan. Nathan is super giddy. Super giddy. Guys, watch out for Nathan. Rock, say something.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay. We're good.
All right. There's a little echo where we can hear ourselves.
I don't hear an echo.
Audience can hear that.
Guys in the chat, do you hear an echo? I'm good on my end. Nathan,
I like the sound of my own voice or whatever.
Okay, they're saying there is an echo. What the hell, man?
Okay, it was probably me.
Fucking Texas internet again. Strikes again.
I don't hear.
How about now?
Yeah, you're echoing like crazy.
Okay, so look, this is Edison. Like I said before in your tweet, Roy, I generally don't really care too much about nationality, but more about quality of what we're buying. I understand your bias towards, bruh, we need Italians for the national team. I don't give a fuck what you foreigners think about Serie A. I want all of you foreigners out of the fucking Serie A. I want to build a fucking wall, and I want to get you all out of the fucking Serie A. I don't give a shit what you guys think. We need Italians for the national team.
Roy Maloney.
Yes, Roy Maloney. That's right. Sure.
We can't speak because it's echoing too much. So we'll just listen to you, I guess.
You can't hear. You what echo?
No, we can hear ourselves every time we hear ourselves twice.
I'm gonna restart it and see what happens.
Wait. You that same with you?
Yeah, on my side. It's gone now that Nate's gone. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you perfectly, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, Lord have mercy. How can I talk shit when Roy can't hear me? I need this guy to hear me talk shit. I want to get angry today.
I can hear
Roy.
You. I can hear you, bruv.
Bruv.
Let's keep on going. Hold on. What? Is there something you need to say? Want to say? Can I keep on going? Yo, Rock. Guys, I don't think Rock can hear me.
I'm gonna join from my laptop.
No more, guys. They have completely foreignized. Said, yeah, I don't give a shit. Get them all out. Our national team is suffering.
All right, is that better? No, I can hear myself.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Is there something that you do?
I didn't do anything, bruv.
I've never had this problem when I use my phone.
Hold on. Try again now.
Yo. I'm still hearing myself.
Okay, I don't know what to tell you, man, bruv. Listen, I gotta keep on doing this.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay, so we left off with Amorim saying he wants to use the young players. Nathan and I agree that's a good idea. Let's keep on going. Where are we?
Credo che dobbiamo concentrarci sulla partita per mettere a posto. Un po' fatica in certe partite, però ci saranno anche delle sorprese fatto sul futuro, quindi
Leao, se ci puoi dire qualcosa sul momento.
Ripeto, a volte possono rivelarsi, ci possono essere delle sorprese, quindi ci vuole calma, pazienza.
Andiamo dalla Gazzetta con Luca Bianchini.
New question. Here we go.
Buongiorno. La domanda era riferita a Jimenez, Fofana e Tomori, no? Però mi incuriosisce Leao, se ci puoi dire qualcosa sul momento, anche se immagino di no. Io le chiedo più una cosa personale: se per un qualsiasi motivo dovesse rimanere, è un giocatore su cui lei conta, che può riutilizzare, oppure fa parte di quel gruppo di cui possiamo dire 27 sono troppi, quindi resterà ai margini? Grazie.
Good question. So he said, since you spoke about the three players, Fofana, Tomori and Jimenez, who have been outcasted, and they will not train with the first team because Amorim said that there's too many players already, so they will not train. Even if they stay, those 3 players are going to be outcasted. They're going to get the Origi treatment. So now the question was, what about Leao? Is Leao going to get that same treatment? Let's see what he says.
I think I understood the question about Scusa.
We've spoken about Fikayo Tomori, Santi Jimenez, Fofana, but I also want to know personal level. If you were to stay at the club, do you think you could then count on him? Could you then reincorporate him into your squad? Would he be part of your plans? Or given that you said 27 players is too many, would the situation for Leao be the same as Tomori Jimenez? Namely, that they wouldn't train with the first team.
Guys, I understand the question. We can talk after the giorno. 5 giorno. A dopo parliamo del mercato. It's difficult to talk about individual situations, and you guys ask me one question, then about the other thing, and then about the market. I understand that. You will see. I can explain. I promise you guys, in the next press conference, you ask me anything about the market, I will explain everything. Leão is a very, very strong player. I said to Leão, I said to the team, Leão is a player that if he is in the right mindset, he can play in any team in the world. But he needs to have the right mindset. Sometimes you reach a moment that you need to go to another place. So we are in that middle. Guys, you know better than me what is happening. So let's wait. Focus on Venezia because you didn't spoke about Giovanni Stroppa, how they play. They won every game in Serie B almost. So I'm so concerned about this game, the first game in San Siro. I promise you guys, in the next press conference, I will talk about the market with you.
And that was a cop-out. You could have just told us what they want to do with Leao. Rock, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Echoes? No echoes?
Still the echo, brother. Let me see.
But listen, he should just say, look, Leao is not in the middle. He lied. You said good response, but he lied. Leao is not in the middle. Leao is out. He wants out. Leao does not want to see Amorim every day.
He said you guys know better than I do.
Yeah, and then he started talking in Italian, guys. It was terrible. But Leao has to go. Look, he needs to. There's no point of him staying here. So you're quite upset, Rock, that he's leaving, right? Why? Tell us.
I mean, we're in Europe. We need squad depth. We got rid of Nkunku. We got rid of Leao right at the end of the window. Fofana's a national team. France player. We're opting for players like Musa instead. Like I don't know. It seems pretty short-sighted. It's like we're just like thinning out the squad right at the end of the market just to make sure Gary makes his fucking profit every transfer market. So it can bamboozle us and say he spent 150 mil when really he actually made profit. Because no one understands net spend.
So you think we're going to have depth issues?
Brother, this echo. Roy, put on some fucking headphones or something. Jesus Christ. I'm about to put headphones on. Let me see if that helps. I will be back.
Guys, is the echo there when... Do you hear the echo now, guys, in chat? Can you hear the echo now? Or is the echo only there when the other guys are here? Leao has been a drama maker all his career. I think he needs to go. Like I don't see him. I don't see any value of him being at Milan anymore. Like he's done. He can't take it anymore. He needs something new. He needs something new. Okay, you know what? Hey, Rock, are you there? So now, when these other guys mute,
One sec.
my echo is gone, and when you unmute, my echo's back. So probably if I mute, you won't. Do you hear an echo on my end?
No.
Okay. All right, let's keep on going.
Sì, fra 5 giorni possiamo parlare del mercato. Una volta chiuso il mercato possiamo parlarne, però è molto difficile.
I guess he didn't close the door on Leao like he closed the door on the other players. I guess that's something that we can kind of extrapolate from that. He specifically said Fofana, Tomori, Jimenez. He specifically said those three players are out, but he did not say that about Leao. So that's something to extrapolate.
In questo momento magari parlare di una situazione individuale, però capisco il vostro lavoro, però ripetere altrove. Noi siamo in mezzo a questa situazione, voi siete più informati e sulla partita di domani contro il Venezia.
I think it is going to be a special day. Of course, me as a...
Il Venezia, ma soprattutto il tuo
e sulla partita di domani contro il Venezia, la prima sfida a San Siro, quindi magari potremmo parlare di quello.
Andiamo dalla Rai, vediamo se riusciamo a parlare del Venezia.
O me ne vado o vado, oppure... No, allora, domani il Venezia, ma soprattutto il tuo esordio, la tua prima volta a San Siro, quindi quali emozioni e poi che partita ti aspetti?
All right, so tomorrow is your debut at the San Siro. What are you feeling? What are your emotions? And what are you expecting?
I think it is going to be a special day. Of course, me as a allenatore, I'm going to feel the responsibility. I'm going to be focused on the game, but I will try to enjoy also the first moment that I feel the game for the first time in San Siro. I expect a very difficult match because it's a team, and if you watch the game against Lecce, if you just see the result, and we show a lot of image about the Venezia team, if you just watch the result, you don't understand what kind of team Venezia is. They will have the ball. San Siro will be nervous a little bit because they are really good on having the ball. We need to be really smart. We need to be really humble in the way we press, in the way we run, because we are going to have to run. And we need to be really strong with the ball because they will mark us man to man, especially in the beginning. So I'm expecting a very good match. And one of the things, guys, that I feel here watching the other teams, watching the first games of this league, I think we need to sell this league a little bit better because there are very smart managers, very smart ideas, very smart different ways of playing football. And sometimes the way you sell the product is so important. It has the same importance of the quality of the game. So I expect the game when they don't have any responsibility. We have our responsibility. Our fans want us to get the ball all the time. We'll try to do that. But if we do that without thinking, we are going to suffer a little bit. So let's be really humble during this game and do everything right because we will need to win the game.
Hey Roy. Can you mute yourself, Rocco? I want to see if that works.
I am muted.
You're muted.
Yeah.
So how do you hear me if you're muted?
No, I unmute when I talk.
Nate has an echo and his personal demon now.
I don't know what's going on, guys.
It's gotta be on something's up.
Something is set up.
You guys, I don't hear
You have
anything.
echo cancellation on, Roy?
I do. I actually do.
Do you have our voices coming through your speakers? Your mic might be picking it up.
No.
Do you have another
Say
tab?
something.
Our volume's going to your mic.
I don't think so.
You don't have YouTube, up on another tab.
Nope.
What the fuck?
Here, Roy, can you get out and come back in?
I'm gonna lose all of this shit, and then I'm gonna have to restart again. Let me see.
Fuck.
It's because of your negativity, Roy.
I'm not negative.
Don't start, guys.
What about now? Can you hear me now? What about now?
I want to have a knockdown, drag-out fight.
What about now?
I want to fight Nate.
Echo?
And Roy.
Do you hear an echo now?
Yeah. From us.
Yeah.
Man, what?
Literally, I'm getting blue balled over here.
Fuck.
Now it's echoing like 4 or 5 times. What the fuck?
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, it's working. But now you can't hear us. You fucking. This is why you can't trust Italians, man.
Well, who said I can't? Who said I can't hear you, bro?
Yes, you can hear us. All right, the echo's not as bad now. It's kind of like way in the background. Audience, how's the echo? No echo now? Roy, can you hear us?
Rock, can you hear me?
Yes, can you? Is there an echo?
I think there's like an insane delay is the only thing.
Yeah.
Guys, is there a fucking echo now?
There is an echo now.
I hear someone's audio in the background, but it's faint.
All right. Let's so he said that Venezia's going to kick their ass. He's shitting in his pants. He said Venezia's going to keep the ball a lot. I don't know. I guess he's been studying Venezia. I haven't been watching Venezia. I don't know. But I'm expecting tomorrow to be an easy game, honestly. I was going into tomorrow's game thinking we're going to win maybe 3-0, 4-0. But this guy is saying that Venezia's going to be holding the ball and that we got to be careful. Look, it is true. The Serie A is difficult, and I'm glad he acknowledges that. But is he kind of overestimating Venezia a little bit too much here? What do you guys think?
Mind games.
I think it's mind games. I think he's just being respectful, but he fully intends for us to win by a few goals.
Think about it. If you say it's going to be easy, no. If you say it's going to be easy and then you win, you didn't surprise anyone. But if you say it's going to be really hard and then you win, now it's like, oh, like it was even more difficult, and he overcame something difficult.
Into it.
Yeah, that's bitch made.
What's up, guys?
But if you say something crazy like, "Oh, we're gonna smoke them 4-0," and then we barely scrape by or we tie or lose, then it's even worse because then it's like, "Oh, you're a cocky piece of shit."
You're not allowed.
You underestimated. You know. Yeah.
You're not allowed to underestimate opponents. Like that's just bad PR training. You're supposed to like kind of.
I'm not saying he should be. I'm not saying he should be like that, but I mean, I don't know. Well, whatever.
He doesn't.
I liked his. I liked his answer. I liked his answer. You know, it was alright.
I mean, he said the spectacle is more important than the actual performance. So he's kind of more nervous about how pretty it looks than about whether or not we have a good chance of winning. It's more about we need to make sure it looks good and it's not just an ugly win.
But that's kind of refreshing because when
100%.
was the last time we looked good? Like just
I
that
can't
aspect alone.
remember.
Just that aspect alone.
I think the last time we played good was like at the beginning of Allegri, but then as soon as Allegri's philosophy started to transpire and come out, it just started rotting. So like we had one half where we were all right. Then afterwards, Allegri fully took over. So it's like half a season we've just been used to horrific, disgusting football. So it's been a while since we've seen any sort of actual good football.
All right.
What is good football? Just high press merchant?
No,
keeping the ball.
Keeping the ball. You're right. Keep going at me. You're right. We're on the same page.
And like Chukwueze, like running at his player, going at him 1v1. Cisse as well doing the same. You know, constantly being in their half and actually being a threat. That is what constitutes a good football.
Yeah, but listen. It's not that it's normal football. It's just that Allegri is so bad. Allegri is so bad that this looks like fucking Barcelona. That's
but think about it though. We didn't. When was the last time we played like that though? We didn't play like that
with Pioli.
Was a disaster too. We just had individual players that were making us. Yeah, it was, bro. We just had individual players that were getting us through with Pioli. And now we know this.
All right, let's keep on going with the press conference. We're getting into many tangents.
That's a good point, though, Rock.
Guys.
Now we do.
Too many tangents. Let's keep on going with the press conference.
Credo che sarà una giornata speciale per me in quanto allenatore. Sicuramente sentirò la responsabilità.
What the fuck? I can't
Did it cut off? Like you can't hear anything from the video? Or you can't hear anything at all?
Responsabilità di essere l'allenatore del Milan.
And what a disaster this fucking... The technical issues have been crazy.
Can you still hear us?
I blame your demon in your fucking microphone, dude. Why do you have a demon in your microphone, bro?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Milan sarò concentrato sulla partita, però cercherò anche di godermi l'occasione, la prima volta a San Siro in quanto allenatore del Milan. Per quanto riguarda le mie aspettative sulla partita, mi aspetto...
Okay. All right. I think we're back.
Yeah. Are we supposed to be hearing something right now? Because we...
You can't hear anything?
I can hear you, but not the... If you're playing a video right now, can't hear that.
You can't hear the fucking video? Oh my god.
You
could hear it earlier,
boomer,
right?
man.
Yo, just let's talk.
Dude, it was working fine. No, I was doing a video. You guys came here and you fucked it up. That's what happened.
Boomer, bro. That's Gen X behavior, son. Like, fuck out of here. Can't even do basic technical shit.
Damn it.
People don't want to hear no Amorim, bro. They want to hear us talk.
I want to hear Amorim. I know what you guys are gonna say. I want.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You didn't hear what I want to say. I just got here.
I'm here to.
That's right. That's why they're not asking.
Italian nationalist agenda. I'm here to fight with Nate on his fake positivity agenda, and I'm here to listen.
Next time, I won't invite anybody for this. All right.
Talk about Odyssey and soccer economics.
No soccer economics. No soccer.
Listen to the pay to play kid. Listen to the pay to play kid. Look at this.
Give the audience what they want, man. Give the people what they want.
Bro, all of a sudden you hear about Amorim, bro. Stop.
Right.
I want to know what he says, bruv.
We know why he likes Amorim now. Amorim's reading the PR script from Red
okay, I got it. I got it.
Italian nationalists.
Hey, Rock, can you still hear me?
You want to appease them. Just talk about how our youth Italians are going to be integrated, and we'll get all these crybabies fuck up. And it's working.
No. He has a duty. He has a duty. You foreigners need to stay the fuck away from Italy. You're ruining Italy. You're ruining Italy.
Don't forget, you're Kenyan, bro. You use that foreign talk.
I don't care. Listen to Amorim. Can you guys hear him?
No, but I can hear a lot of
calcio, la qualità che vuoi così costringere a cambiare opinione sul tuo Milan che è da scudetto, e poi ti chiedo una curiosità, perché guardi dalla panchina tanto i tuoi in una posizione.
Can you hear it? Can you hear this?
Yeah, a little bit now. Yeah, we can hear it. But now we can hear ourselves echoing. I know what's happening. Your mic is picking up fucking loud ass stereo audio coming out of your room or wherever you're in.
All right.
Okay. Hey, Rock, can you hear me?
Put headphones on, Roy. If you put headphones on,
I do have
about the
headphones.
position on the
Okay,
seeing the
Amorim
game
is talking,
just
guys.
my
Everybody
way.
listen.
I'm not thinking. It's just the way I want to see the game, and then I go down. Then I'm thinking. I have no idea why I do it.
Okay. The question was so fucking stupid. Why do you walk around and look at your bench when you're playing? Fuck off. Just give us the real questions. Okay, I'm gonna skip this stupid question.
So I don't know. I don't have explanation.
Just a fucking retarded question, man.
Change nothing because one team can play well in one game. The important thing is to maintain the consistency. It's a different
What a shit
the manager has to do. But of course, to sell a product, we need to play a good culture. That is really important.
A good culture. Did you hear that? Who is?
He just keeps repeating the same thing. Sell a good product. Literally using Redbird talking points. We are a product.
Black Tifoso, are you here?
He said, I don't know why I do what I do. I have an explanation.
Audio is so bad.
Idiot.
All right, next time, this is what I'm going to do. I'll just do the reaction alone, and then I'll invite everybody else.
Yeah. Why don't you do a reaction and invite us back later so we can talk shit.
Wait, Nathan is here. Well, you guys are already here.
Can you guys hear me?
All right.
I can hear you.
I can hear you twice. That's how I can hear you.
Yeah. I can hear everybody like 1,000 times.
Non lo so, sinceramente. Noi ci sono tanti sforzi.
Rabiot, I didn't know Rabiot, and Rabiot is a really crucial player for our project. I
didn't know Rabiot. Fucking
Amorim the player, and if we can, we want to renew his contract. You already know that. It's so professional. He wants to learn, even with his age. He played in one of the best national teams, and is really humble. Really help a lot. Papish, Diarra. I watch him in every training. He's always talking with the kid. So all these details is crucial for our team. He's far from his real potential because he has 1 week of training. He played with 3 trainings, but he was decisive. So we need to manage still the load, but for our project, is a key player for us.
Well, we didn't know Rabiot. Yeah, Rabiot is.
These guys don't actually follow the team.
What's that?
These guys don't actually follow the team or the players we have.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. I mean, everybody knows who the fuck Rabiot is and what he contributes.
I'm not.
Roy, can you chat GPT your audio settings? Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with my fucking thing now, guys? Let's finish this press conference and then I'll switch back.
I'm hosting a StreamYard live with multiple guests, and I can hear all of my guests echoing. Please tell me how to fix my audio settings on StreamYard.
I know how to fix it. But I need to finish the thing.
Balls in your mouth.
I need to fucking finish the press fucking thing, all right?
All right, finish it.
Fuck.
Non conoscevo Adrien Rabiot prima di arrivare qui, però è un giocatore fondamentale per il nostro progetto. Ha giocato contro
perché ha vissuto un'estate un po' particolare in campo con la nazionale francese, ha finito nell'ultima partita che ha preso 6 gol, che forse è la prima volta in carriera, quindi volevo capire che spirito ha quando ci ha parlato, quando è tornato qua a Milanello, e anche sullo suo status da capitano, che è stato rimesso in discussione anche da qualche grande ex del Milan, se ha parlato con lui su cosa si aspetta del capitano del Milan. Grazie.
Mike.
So the question is Mike Maignan. He conceded 6 goals his last game. People are suggesting that he shouldn't be the captain. They didn't like how he behaved during the summer. So he's asking Amorim what he thinks about the situation. Let's see what he says.
One of the things that I've learned is that I need to see the things for myself. And nowadays, you don't know what is the real information or what's happening with the players. You can read a lot about everything, but you need to talk with them. I talk with Mike. I feel that he's committed with our club. He's a leader, and you can sense in every training, in Pale Nativa, all the details. He's really strong on that. Impose a lot of respect with the team. It's also important. We want to maintain Mike. I think he's a very, very important player for us. The rest I don't see. I see him really happy with our goalkeeper coach. They have a very good relationship, and he's a leader. So I know that there was a lot of conversation about Mike, all the situation of social media. I don't have social media, so I don't care what's happening with the social media, Instagram, and I just focus the way he trains, the way he speaks with the other guys, the way he imposes respect with our defense. I think he's here to stay, and he's really happy.
What the fuck is Mike Maignan doing at AC Milan, dude? Why is he wasting his career? Nathan, you tell me why.
Because nobody bigger has come together.
There you go. Good answer.
Not that. I know what it is.
Why is it?
We sealed and buried his cocaine stuff.
Oh. You might be right.
That's
there.
a part of the agreement. We will bury your cocaine distribution and use. We'll never let that get out to the public. As long as you stay at Milan for the rest of your career, as long as we want to keep
you. You might be right about that, dude.
We just need to play Torriani and cut our losses.
I agree. Let's just play Torriani. He looks good. He's way better than what Rock thinks. He's great.
He can only be good because we're not in Champions League. If we were in Champions League, he'd be a deer in the headlights. He would crumble under the littlest amount of Champions League pressure.
That's fine.
So
he needs to learn.
All right, let's keep on going.
I wanted Milan to win now in 5 years.
Una cosa che ho imparato è che
we're almost done here.
Lo vedo contento qui.
Franco.
All right, next question.
Buon pomeriggio. Volevo chiederle una cosa statistica. L'anno scorso il Milan ha debuttato con una neopromossa, la Cremonese. Il risultato fu molto negativo. E questo risultato con le squadre neopromosse si è poi ripetuto successivamente anche nel resto del campionato. Volevo sapere se lei ha capito il motivo di quelle difficoltà e se dal punto di vista complessivo nei confronti della squadra ha cambiato e modificato qualcosa per evitare che avessero questo stesso problema anche quest'anno.
Good question. So he said last year the team lost its first game against a team that just came from Serie B, and it's something that kept repeating itself throughout the year. Milan was losing against small teams. So does he have any solutions for this issue? Has he looked into it? What does he think? Let's see what he says.
I think we spoke about in the last press conference about that situation. For me, is the focus. You cannot be focused in really paying attention to the details against Inter, against Roma, against Atalanta, and then when you play a team that people think that we should win every game, and we forget about the focus. and we are not humble. And I think that is
Hey, Roy, I gotta go.
I don't know for sure,
Later.
but when I watch the games, I watch a team, a focus, a different team against, for example, Inter, and then I watch another team against different teams. And I think Trimpunti is the same. So we need to focus for every game. We don't know which game is going to be the most important game for the season. So for me, it's the focus. If we are focused, we can win every game. If we are not focused, we can win even against a team Serie B. Because in football, everything is impossible. So we need to be really humble and really focused and think every time that now Venezia is la squadra più forte del mondo. It's always the same mentality. If we have this mentality, something can happen, but it will be because the other team was better than us, and not because we allow the other team to win without focus.
You know, this has been an issue for Milan forever, by the way. It's not just last year. Milan has always, historically, done this. Like, it's almost like these games that are like middle of the afternoon against these smaller teams. They don't get much attention, not much spotlight. For some reason, Milan has always approached these games with a negative attitude. I don't think he's going to be able to fix that. I think it's in our DNA, and it is what it is. You know, some years we overcome it and we win the Scudetto, but most of the time we don't. I don't know if he can overcome it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I don't know. We'll see. What do you guys think, Rock?
Let me test the echo. It's too much echo, brother.
Okay. Let me finish this, and then I'll change the settings.
All right.
Sì, abbiamo parlato di questo argomento nell'ultima conferenza stampa. Per me si tratta di focus. Cioè non si può essere... La squadra ha giocato molto bene, ci vuole umiltà.
Dobbiamo considerare trequartista oppure centrocampista. E poi domani Pulisic può giocare. Quanti minuti ha a disposizione Pulisic?
Pulisic has had an injury. We have, of course, managed the load. He will not start, but we'll see if he can play.
Okay, so if Pulisic is not starting, then we know that Cisse is starting tomorrow. Great.
Some minutes. About Rabiot, he's going to play as a midfielder and also as a number 10.
What?
It depends of the game, depends what we want, depends of the players available. It's more like the idea for the game. I know that he's used to play a little bit lower on the pitch, but if you go back and you see a little bit about Marseille with your friend Zerbi, he played really well because he's really smart. He has a very good pace, and near the box he can shoot, and that sometimes you need that, and you saw in the last game. He knew with 3 trainings, he knew that Chukwueze put that ball in that spot, and he's really smart, so he can play everywhere. And we are going to use him depending of the opponent.
Well, so this tells me that his vision is Rabiot, attacking midfielder on the right, and when Pulisic is healthy, Pulisic attacking midfielder on the left, and Ramos. So essentially we're still playing with 3 midfielders. Just Rabiot is going to be playing forward. Rabiot is going to take RLC's spot. There's no doubt about that.
Christian Pulisic che reduce da un infortunio, per cui in questo momento abbiamo gestito un po' i suoi carichi di lavoro. Non partirà titolare. Marsiglia, quando Rabiot gioca, messo la palla proprio...
La tua coppia, nel senso che
3 allenamenti, lui...
Volevo chiederti sui quinti. Il Venezia usa tanto i quinti, li spinge molto alti, e questo può mettere magari in difficoltà tatticamente domani. E se in base a questo tu sceglierai la tua coppia, nel senso che Diego Moreira, per esempio, con Chukwueze o al posto di Chukwueze? Quali sono le tue coppie?
He can play.
So the question is regarding the wingbacks and what is his plan for the wingbacks tomorrow. Let's see what he says.
He can play. I think I understood the question well, but he can play with Chukwueze on the Chukwueze position. For us, was important to have another player with the same characteristics, because imagine if Chukwueze is not available, we put Moreira, and the team will not feel that is a really different player. So the team will feel that we are with the same characteristics, same idea, and I think in this moment is really important. We will have some games that we will play with two Quintos, with really wingers. I think in some games we can do that. Also, in the end of some matches that we need to win, we can put two wingers. Depend of the characteristics of the players. Most of the times when we face lines of four, we play with for example, Bartesaghi, that is a fullback, to defend as a four. So it depends of the game, but he can play together or they will fight for the position.
All right.
Sì, lui può giocare sia con Samuel Chukwueze però tendenzialmente
piacevolmente sorpreso della velocità con cui la
Moreira e Chukwueze possono giocare sia insieme oppure possono appunto lottare per un'unica maglia.
Da Pietro Balzano Prota, Milan Vibes.
Ciao mister, parliamo di calcio, a me piace questo. Sono rimasto molto sorpreso, piacevolmente sorpreso della velocità con cui la tua squadra ha assimilato alcuni concetti di base del tuo calcio. E parlo di pressione alta, parlo di riaggressione e riconquista del pallone appena perso, parlo anche di un certo tipo di possesso. Cosa però, e mi riferisco magari ai 20 minuti visti contro il Torino, non vuoi più rivedere contro il Venezia?
It's hard. We talk about that, the legs or the physicality I felt in not the last 20, but the 15 minutes of the end. We felt that, but we also have to see that Luka Modric, in the preseason, he did few trainings, 2 games. Rabiot arrived last week. They were playing together, so sometimes the pace of everyone is not there. Our center backs, they are not used to play to get the opponent so high, and that will take time to adjust to the load. I think we could have more possession in that moment, but we also need to give merit or credit to Abate and these players. And then you have to remind yourself when in the final 20 minutes they put a winger really fast that should be a starter, but I think they will sell the players, really good player. Adams was fresh, and we suffered a little bit in that side. I saw that Chukwueze was there.
There you go. He's telling you right now. As soon as there's a little bit of quality that we're going to be playing against, the hype that you guys are seeing in the AC Milan universe is going to fade. Fade, baby. He's telling you right now.
In that moment, but we did the 5 substitutions before because we had a problem with Mario. So we need to understand the context to tell the story. I don't know what is going to happen with Venezia, and we are not going to solve the problems in just 2 matches. If the result is the same, good. If we can not 75 but 80, it's better than 75. The important thing is to win, to maintain the level, and I think we are going to do that. But again, this game about the high pressure, this game was system against system, so it was really easy to understand, not just for us but also for them, that the pressure is like this. Against Venezia is completely different. You don't understand the rotation of Venezia, so it's going to be different. So we need to adapt, and every game is a different story.
I difensori centrali non sono abituati ad andare esterno, cui non sappiamo ciò che succede, leggere le intenzioni.
Cuomo, Gioia e Longo.
Spero di strapparle un sorriso, ma non voglio creare problemi di amore nello spogliatoio. Le chiedo se in settimana si è innamorato di qualcun altro dei suoi.
No, I love my players in a sense.
He asked if he has fallen in love, football-wise, with any of the players, even personality-wise. Weird question.
Same way. So maybe I will say a lot of names, because if I say one name, they will score. So, but I love all my players. I think they are working so hard, and again, I think is the credit for the players and also for the last manager. But you can understand that the culture of working is here, not just the last manager, but also the staff. You can sense that everything is so organized. They want to work, and they know why they are working, and they ask questions. So I'm really happy with them. And sometimes, again, that is the most important thing in one team. And sometimes we are talking about the new players and big players. I love these kind of players, and I really love our staff. So I'm in love with everyone.
No, io adoro tutti i miei calciatori, tutti alla stessa maniera, e magari potrei anche elencarne tanti, perché se dovessi elencare un calciatore magari poi segna, quindi potrei anche... Sono molto soddisfatto con i miei...
Insomma, questi giocatori qui che ha in difesa, parlo di Gabbia, De Winter, Pavlovic, Terracciano, Diavarace, sono quelli giusti per fare ciò che è in mente? Magari gli servirebbe qualcuno di un po' più rapido, qualcuno più bravo nel possesso palla, come caratteristiche? Grazie.
The next question was about the defense again. If he needs other characteristics in the defense from what he already has.
Nowadays in football, in any team, you need fast players. Then depend of the league. For example, in England, you can have a fast player, but if he's a short player, you are going to suffer in set pieces. But for me, the characteristics, I think, is the same for every manager. For me, they need to, if you play in the big team, you need to be fast, because you are going to have a lot of transitions. You need to be good on the ball, because if you play in the big team, you need to dominate the games, and then you need to be really good on one against one defensive, because you don't spend a lot of time playing deep, but you play a lot with a lot of space man to man. So I would say that fast, good on the ball, and very good on one against one defensively.
Ormai nel calcio ci vogliono calciatori molto veloci, molto rapidi, ma...
So who does that rule out? Gabbia? Is Gabbia fast? Maybe Gabbia gets ruled out.
La squadra cerca appunto di dominare la...
Daniele Longo.
No. Mister, lei sappiamo che lei adora Camarda, una grande considerazione di lui, è una cosa positiva per tutti.
Oh, question about Camarda now.
Movimento calcio italiano, quello di puntare sui giovani italiani. Le chiedo però se in una stagione con 3 competizioni, l'Europa League, Coppa Italia, campionato, c'è diciamo una valutazione all'interno del club per prendere un altro attaccante per avere 3 prime punte, o vi sentite coperti con Ramos e Camarda?
All right, good question. So the question is, with 3 competitions, do you feel covered with only 2 strikers, Camarda and Ramos, or do you intend to get another striker? And if he also kind of respects this need for Italian football to develop young players. Let's see what he says.
Grazie.
No, I think I don't like to speak about before the market close, because a lot of things could happen. But our idea is that we know that Camarda needs time, but also needs space, and we can play with the same system with different players. We can put a false 9 if we want, also like the third option. But sometimes even a manager that believes a lot in Camarda, like me, we need to have Camarda and no other option. When we have the opportunity, I need to put Camarda. There is no other option. That helps me also to give time to Camarda. So I'm helping Camarda and I'm helping myself. I know that in this moment, Ramos has
such big level, then Camarda is different. Camarda is getting used to our level, to our pace. Even in training, I feel that. But Camarda needs to feel that is important. And I think it's really important for Camarda to feel that he's not the third striker. He's a second striker. And he needs to step up really fast. And I think when a player believes it's the step, it's easier for him. So sometimes Camarda will have space to play. I think you guys will feel a little bit the difference because it's normal. That's why Ramos was 70 million. But Camarda will be there. And I truly believe in Camarda. So I understand the question. But that's it. We are in the new project, and sometimes we need to put ourselves in one position that we have no other choice. So I think it's important, not just for us, but also for Camarda to feel that he's the second striker, he's there to fight. If something happened with Ramos, Camarda needs to be there. And he needs to know that we need to win. It doesn't matter the context, if he's young or whatever. Camarda is player play for AC Milan. He needs to be ready. But of course, we'll have time and your patience. But we believe a lot in that kid.
Yeah, I love the answer. Perfect answer. What I hope is that they actually go through it and they actually do that. Yeah, don't get another striker. Have Camarda as the second striker and start developing. Forget this. We're not going to win any fucking trophies. But what we can do is build the next core of players for the future that can win us trophies. So I'm totally on board with what he said, but I'm skeptical that they'll actually go through it. Especially with the sale of Leao, and now even with the sale of Ricci, these guys have some money to spend, and they might get another striker and then even send Camarda on loan. Like, that can even happen. But if they actually go through what he said right now, I'm all on board and I'm loving it.
Non mi piace molto parlare molto milioni, è normale questa situazione. Però Camarda ci sarà, io credo molto.
Grazie.
Okay, that's it, and that closes the press conference. So, what do we learn from this press conference? Good things when it comes to the young players, especially the young Italians. For me, at least from my own personal aspect, I don't really care about Milan. I think Milan is run like shit, but I do like that. I care about the young Italians because we need them for the national team. That's what my interest is. I like the Cisse situation. You guys saw me when I first reacted to Cisse. I said, we don't need to get another left winger. We have the guy. Cisse should be the replacement for Leao. I think Cisse maybe today is not better than Leao because Leao can get you one-on-one and score 15 goals a season plus assists. Maybe Cisse can't do that yet. But in the long term, I'm 100% sure that Cisse is much smarter football player, and he's more of a football player. He can pass the ball. He's much more intelligent with possession and with the way he holds the field. I think Cisse is a better player than Leao in the long run. Maybe not today, but in a few years, I'm 100% sure that Cisse is much better than Leao. So I want Cisse to stay. Camarda, I think he needs a little bit more to fill up muscle. He needs a little bit more, especially for that position, because that's a position where you're very physical. You have to wrestle with defenders the whole time. But I like what he said. I like what he said about Camarda. I like that he said that in Italy the coaches are tough and that he has to adjust. I like that he said that the team needs to be humble, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think the team is run really poorly by people that are going to ruin the psychology of the team. Right now, there's not much pressure, so things are going to be easier. But it always comes down to when it comes down to the third and the fourth quarter of the season, March, April, that's when the shit is going to hit the fan like it always does, because that's when you need the whole infrastructure to be strong. And Milan, as of now, there's no evidence that we have a strong infrastructure. The fact that Jerry Cardinale is showing up in a helicopter does not say that we have a strong infrastructure. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. I think we're going to win big. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope Camarda plays, and I think Camarda is going to score. If Camarda plays tomorrow, he's scoring 2 goals, guys. All right. So Rock and who's here? Clint. Let's get you guys back on if you're still here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you hear an echo?
I got. Yeah.
Do you hear an echo,
Yeah,
bro?
I hear my voice.
Okay, let me see if I can fix this. What about now? Do you hear an echo?
No. I still do. It's delayed though.
Okay, so what are your thoughts, Clint? When we have thoughts on Torino's game?
I haven't listened to the entire thing. I had a lot back. Yeah, the echo is bad. Maybe it's me. I'll get back out.
No, let me go out and come back in now that I'm done with that thing.
Clint, where are you, bro? Are you at a fucking outdoor supermarket? Like, why is it so loud? What is your fucking background?
Yeah, Ross. Yeah, what's good?
Yeah, what is going on in your background, bro?
I can't hear you, bro.
Don't evade the question.
Hold on, let me come back in. I'll come back.
All right, so now it's just me, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Here's my honest take. Today I decided to wake up and choose violence and trigger everyone in the chat. So here I am on YouTube, also going to trigger all of you as well. Camarda, I've seen nothing special from this kid whatsoever. I looked up every top striker and what they were doing at 18 and 19 years old. They were way further along in their development and impact.
It's all bullshit.
I see nothing special from this kid whatsoever. All I've learned today is that Amorim is a yes man willing to read the Redbird script and basically delay Milan winning any major trophies another 5 fucking years and get all of us to accept the new reality that this Milan is not trying to win shit.
All right, so Rock, what he said there about Camarda is absolutely wrong. Actually, I don't compare Camarda to other European players. I compare Camarda to how they grow players in Italy. And according to how they grow players in Italy, historically, Camarda is in a really good position, and he's done everything to show that he has great potential for the future. So, Vieri at 18 years old wasn't doing any of this. Tony at 18 years old wasn't doing any of this. So actually, Camarda is for Italian football and for how they grow players in Italy. Camarda is in a good position now. Obviously,
most of sorry to cut you off, but most of Italian let's go from the 90s to now. Most of Italians number 9 are pretty much late bloomers, though. To be honest, am I wrong? They're late bloomers.
I don't know if it's late bloomers. It's just
like they haven't hit. Like their peak usually starts around 24, 25.
Right, exactly.
Like I have not met an Italian striker where it's like, yo, who's a hot shit at 18, 19. No, that's more like the other players like.
So 6 years. So we have to wait 6 years for our.
I'm not saying you have to wait. I'm just talking about just historically when you kind of look. So what Roy is saying, I'm not saying I'd agree with it. I'd agree with that entire statement, but I agree with what he's saying in terms of like when he's in a good place. I agree with that assessment. But as far as like for the rest of Europe,
there's a hypothetical future out there where Camarda becomes a great striker. Sure,
it's
impossible. It's impossible to disprove that. But I'm telling you right now, he ain't shit and he ain't doing shit, and he's not gonna win us shit.
Well, okay, nobody's gonna win this shit because we don't have a team to win.
we're
shit.
I actually have a
Yeah.
controversial take. I have a controversial take.
Here we go.
Here
I
we
have a
go. Milan's
controversial
gonna win the
take
Scudetto.
that
Here we go.
that Milan wins the Scudetto.
Oh my
Literally.
god.
I'm not saying based on like our team strength, but I feel like it's this fluke year that we just might win. I'm being serious.
I mean,
Like Inter
if
does
you
not convince
say
me.
if you say because of the fluke, then
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
That's why I'm
sure.
on.
Not because we're the
Yeah.
best team or the best
Nope.
structure or anything like that.
Nope. Nope. But with the players we have and the fact that there's less pressure, I just personally feel that we're like I can see Milan literally winning the league this year.
Right now, for me, zero chance. Absolutely zero chance. Pulisic, one of your main stars, is perpetually injured. Leao's gone. Santi's gone. A France midfielder like Fofana, I mean, people like Musa are being preferred over him. Chukwueze is your starting wing back. Gila gets injured every other play. Like, there's no fucking way this team's winning shit. Modric is 45 years old. We're in two competitions instead of one this time. Like, there's no fucking way. We have no squad depth. They sold Nkuku. Leao's gone. We're one Ramos injury away from being relegated. Like, get the fuck out of here. We're not winning shit.
We'll see. We'll see. Because and I'm saying that also. Yes, we can say outside of Inter, but for me, Inter is just not. Yes, they're the head runners to win, but Inter is not for me. It's not like crazy domination. It's just because the league is shit. The other competition, it's like it's all of us in a pool where Inter like just their head is above the water. Like it's not like yo they're so good because I'm saying this to say because you'll probably see that in the Champions League. Yes, they went back to back final, but this Inter to me is just not. I mean, getting a bunch of Englishmen from the other league, getting let Dumfries go. I just don't know. Inter this year is weird. People are raving about Roma, but it's Dybala that really. I mean, Milan been doing his thing. Don't get me wrong, but he needs service. And Dybala,
Let me hold
how
on.
many games can Dybala last, right?
Let me
And
help you, Clint. Let me help you,
what?
Clint. Clint, can I stop? Can I pause you right there? Because you're going to go
Okay, go
through every
ahead.
single team, and I just want to go team by team.
Okay,
Inter was winning all of their games when Dumfries wasn't playing. When Dumfries was injured, when Dumfries wasn't starting, they were
fine.
still winning and dominating their games. Okay, so that point gone. That team has gotten stronger. Spence is probably going to be more productive and fit better into Inter squad than this 50 million fucking Laxalt regen that we got for our left wing back, right wing back, wherever the fuck this guy plays. Okay, so Spence
Okay.
is immediately going to be better than that guy for Inter. Now let's move
Okay.
on to Roma. You're saying Dybala staying healthy is the only way Roma win, right? Well, guess
Yep.
who our Dybala is? Our Dybala is Christian Pulisic, and that motherfucker's
Nah,
already
I don't
injured
really.
and
Yeah, I
constantly
don't put him
injured.
in there.
So,
I don't
and
put
their
him in there.
striker Malin 100 times better than our strikers. And
I don't have.
Gasperini's a better coach. And
I don't have.
Gasperini's a better coach.
I don't
All
have.
right.
I don't have. I don't have Pulisic.
So
I don't have
just those
Pulisic
teams
starting
alone,
in this
those
team. Like I'm gonna be honest
those
with you.
two
Like
teams right there, I already see them better than Milan.
yeah, but the thing is this: Pulisic is not factor in my assessment at all. He's in the right. He's irrelevant to me right
But
now. He is.
Amorim has stated that he sees Pulisic as the starting left winger.
And let yeah, so he can be that. It's fine. I don't. I'm talking about me, my opinion right now. I don't. He's a
Okay.
non-factor to me because I'm looking at other pieces that can really like I think for us, if we really sort out this midfield with Rabiot, I think Rabiot is going to be key for us at least even going deep, right?
Wait.
Because
Midfield in the two or the attacking midfield? Like Rabiot
um,
is being played as an attacking right midfielder.
as an attacking, I mean that's what he started with, right? So even no matter what part of midfield they put him in, his presence alone, I'm saying this based off the World Cup, really, I think give him confidence coming into this year where we can really benefit from that, right? That's just it's preliminary assessment. This is not we're only one game. There's not a big sample size to even say nothing. Like this is like preliminary talk in terms of like what makes me say all this stuff is just when I'm looking at this Milan, and no, I'm not glazing or any of that. Like, if y'all see, I've been quiet on all these transfers. I'm just looking at, like, is this one of these weird years where you have a hunch? Well, I'm like, okay, Milan can pull something off, especially with
Maybe.
that kid. With especially that kid. I also reckon that kid Cisse,
She said.
he's going to be that starter, bro. I think he's gonna
I
bench
hope so.
Pulisic.
He should
I
be.
think I'm putting that right now. I'm saying this right now. He's going to bench him.
Do a bet with Rock.
Yeah, I think he's gonna bench him. I think Cisse is gonna
Bench
bench him,
who?
bro. He's gonna bench Pulisic. That left wing
No,
is
I
gonna be
like
his.
Cisse. No, I like
It's gonna be
Cisse.
his
Don't
to
get me
take.
wrong, but
It's gonna be
Cisse
his
is
to take.
not as good as motivated Leao. Motivated Leao is better than Cisse. Like, I'm
But you gotta
sorry.
understand, this is Cisse first. We can't compare him and Leao. When Leao
Why
came,
would I not
Leao.
compare him? Why?
No,
That's
no, no.
when
Because no,
Leao
no,
was
no, 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 no,
motivated.
no.
That's when Milan was able to
But
win trophies.
Yeah,
So
Pulisic
yeah,
is
why would
also
I
more
compare him to
experienced.
that?
but you gotta understand, when Leao came to us, Leao had mad games. He had European experience, even though he was young. This kid is 19. So what I'm saying is not the same thing. What was Leao doing at 19? Right? This kid is
Leao
19.
was okay. Leao was starting to develop into a player that can become the league MVP and win trophies with Milan, and that's kind of Cisse's like Cisse, right? His name is Cisse actually.
His
Cisse is
name is
like
It's
Alpha.
one
Cisse. It's
Alpha. It's
Cisse.
Alpha.
Alpha.
No,
I
but
like
it's
Alpha. Yeah,
Cisse.
let's
It's
call him
not
Let's call him
Alpha.
Cisse.
Alpha. Let's call him Alpha.
No, it's
It's
Cisse. That's
pronounced
how you
Cisse.
pronounce it
It's
in
pronounced
French.
Cisse.
No,
Yeah, but they
it's
call him
pronounced Cisse.
Alpha.
How you
He's
gonna
not
argue with
Whoa,
me
French.
that
whoa,
that
whoa,
comes my
whoa,
league?
whoa! French,
Quinn is not
French.
French.
Yes. How you gonna
He's
argue with me
not
and
French.
talking my region?
His name is
He's not
Chise.
French.
Okay.
Chise.
Do you see?
Okay. Whatever.
No,
I'm
it's
not gonna play
pronounced Cisse.
semantics. Okay.
It's
His name is
pronounced Cisse. That's
Alpha.
why there's
His
no
name is
accent on
Alpha.
the E. He's not
Okay.
French,
It's
but let's
fine. Yeah.
call him
All right.
Alpha.
All
Let's
right.
call him Alpha.
Right. Right.
So
He's from
I would
Treviso.
I would say is pretty much Leao a year or two before Leao became the league MVP, but I think he has a few overall footballing qualities that are
That's
a
not a
higher
fair
level than
assessment. At what
Leao.
age? Okay. At what age did
He has a
Leao?
better
Okay. At what
footballing
age?
IQ.
Okay. At what age
He
did
came
Leao
at
become
19.
MVP?
Leao
At
came
what
at
age?
19. He became MVP at
No, he
what,
didn't.
21?
No, Leao did not come to Milan at 19. Leao was
19?
already 21. Leao was already 21. He's going on
No,
22.
are you
I
Oh,
sure?
swear.
no,
Go
no,
look
no.
it
He
up.
wasn't
Y'all got
21 yet.
computers.
Wait.
Y'all got computers
Let's
running.
bet 100K right now.
Yeah, it's better 100K.
All right. Shake hands.
I don't know. Clint is kind of autistic, so I kind of don't want to take that bet. He was 20.
Yeah.
He just turned 20. He just turned 20.
And when did he win the Scudetto? So at
Yeah,
22,
he
right?
just turned.
Leao became
So he
MVP.
was no. When we were negotiating with him, he was 19, and then he turned 20 by the time we signed him. And
Because
then we won the Scudetto. He came in 2019, and we won the Scudetto in 2021, right?
no, 2022.
2022. Okay, so he was 22. Let me
When
see.
he won the
Age was
MVP?
Leao.
No.
No. When he won Serie A MVP. This would be a good trivia question, by the way.
He's 24, maybe.
He was 23. I reckon it was 23.
He was
23 or
22.
24?
He was
He was
22.
22 when you won the,
What?
the
Yeah.
league.
Yeah. 22 when he
Wow,
won
he's
league
so young.
MVP.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was young. I mean, I see a young Leao in Cisse, to be honest, but I actually think Cisse just has a better football IQ overall, but he doesn't have
the speed.
He does not have that like crazy athleticism and speed and like that X factor that Leao has.
I don't think Leao has that anymore either. So.
He doesn't. But do
He
you
might
even
not have
want
it
that?
here anymore.
No, he
Maybe somewhere
doesn't.
else
Because
soon.
at that age, it's been proven at that age, 20 people that rely on their speed, once they get into their late 20s, they fall off. That's why Arsenal had
They
it.
need a higher IQ where they think quicker
Right,
than their
and
body's able to produce. But
that's
unfortunately,
the
Leao's a low IQ player.
yeah, but that's what Henry said it best. Player that rely on their athleticism tend to not develop their IQ. It's been proven, right? Why
Yeah.
players like Modric to this day they're still good, right? It's they never rely on their athleticism. Like you have to develop, even in football, any sport actually. That's like the case in any sport. American football, basketball is I don't have the skill set, so I have to develop somewhere else. Therefore, it gives you longevity, right? when I look at people like Vinicius, I don't know. I don't know what Vinicius looks like in his 30s, right? I don't know what
He's
Mbappe
got a
is good.
chiseled chin in his 30s.
Chini, they call him Chini. Freaking so. Rock, I'm gonna post the
Chini.
the post. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna send the post that I sent Rock about that shadow of Vinny with the chin, bro. That shit was so
Chini.
hilarious. Yeah, this boy. You saw his house, bro. I don't know how he's living. This new girl he met, bro. There's a bunch of people in his house, like he's fucking female or something, bro. I'm like, yo, what's up with all these people in Vinny's crib? Having gym sessions and parties and shit. Like, bro, this is housing the homelessness. Like, holy fuck. Like, how can you focus? Like, this is
Man
insane.
put a
But
whole
anyway,
favela in his mansion now.
I swear. But for me, when I'm looking at this season and I watched the first game, yes, I like the way they played. And what really I liked about the first game on Why Not, it's foreign coach. First of all, they tend to struggle. They tend to struggle, and especially playing teams like Torino. You know, it's not teams that you just go over there, but like the dominance. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing something right, but that's just the beginning, bro. We're not even gonna get alarmed. They'll be like, oh, bro, we're Scudetto winners. Like IFTV is doing with Roma right now, and it's like, oh my god, it's like the first fucking game, bro. Nothing has kicked in. When these Champions League kicked in, when these games start ramping up, players, there's a long international break. You know how them international breaks they go, bro. You're getting war casualties. A lot of people gonna come back injured. Let's see what you do when that happens. Let's run into December. Then we have a good prediction about where we're going. But I think what Amorim is, we'll see. And another thing I wanted to tackle, I just don't like what he said. Like, oh, we're not gonna stay too deep long. No, motherfucker. There's times you might just stay deep, or like the way he was talking, he thought like these teams are like Premier League teams, like quick in transition. Like, bro, they're not gonna give you space to be running around. This is not Man U, and that's what I was getting from him. Like the way he was making his assessments. I'm no, he's smarter than me. He gets paid for that, but I hope he understands that like some teams are not gonna give him space, bro. Like, and he has to understand that. Like, you're not, and that's when you're going to have to develop that spatial awareness and implement that in your tactics. So that whole quick transition shit, like I don't know what he's talking about. Quick, quick transition, quick transition in Italy. Quick transition in Italy only matters when the other team is also attacking. But if the other team is sitting deep, what the fuck you doing? When you start playing these bottom teams, what are you gonna do? And that's what I'm talking about. That's my take on this. But look at your mom, bro. Your mom cooking.
All right,
Oh
listen.
no, that's a
If you all right, this is what I'll say. If you are an Italian nationalist and you want to be excited about Italian youth integration and their growth and progression, sure, fair play to you. You can absolutely be happy about that. But if you're happy about literally anything else under the sun when it comes to Milan, you're a fucking idiot. You're actually getting bamboozled again. I don't know how many times people have to go through this and get bamboozled and horny super early in the season just until things go downhill and then start crying and whining later and coming around to our opinion later on. I don't know why you want to repeat the exact same mistake over and over and over and over again. This Milan is not primed to win anything anytime soon. This became a 1 year we want to win now project to a 5, 6, 7 year project. It's our winning project is on the same timeline as our fucking stadium project now. That's what you were just told. I don't know how people aren't reading between the lines. That is what you were told. We are not being built to win now at all.
Well, at least we're honest about it, because it's
They're literally
obvious that.
telling us. They're
But
literally telling us.
yeah, look, I have some predictions for this season. I personally, yeah, there's always a possibility that Milan can win the Scudetto. Sure, that exists always. But the way I see it is that there are teams that are much better equipped, better rosters, more in depth, and better coaches and better infrastructures. There's plenty. Roma, Inter, Como, Atalanta, probably even others too. But I'll say this. This is what I truly believe, and I'll put this out here now. Milan will make top 4 only if they stay in the race till the end. But if Milan realizes that they can't win the Scudetto by January, they won't make top 4.
I think Milan makes top 4, bro.
I have another
think
one.
Milan
If
makes
we
top
go
4.
deep,
I think
in
Milan
Europa
makes top
League,
4.
if we go deep in Europa League, we might just slip out of top 4 as well. We have to
I
get
think
out of that competition early.
I think we make top. I think this year, if everything, I forgot we even played the Europa League, but I think this year, if everything goes right, I think we make top 4. I think top 4 at least. I think we will make top 4. I don't see that really impeding. I just
I have
don't.
to
I
see
look
the
at
end of the
other
market.
teams. Yeah,
Nah, I
I
have to
just
see
see
the end of
the.
the market. The only reason I see Milan 4th or 5th is because Napoli has Allegri as their coach now instead of Conte. That is the
Oh,
only
Napoli,
reason I
yeah,
see them
Napoli.
possibly sneaking into 4th place from 5th. But I want to see the end of the market. But I'm telling you right now, Torino could have had 4 goals on us. Like, as soon as we come up against good opponents, this team's going to get fucked in the ass hard.
Okay, we can't say that
Especially with
because
the way we play.
remember,
Especially with the way we play.
but remember though, we used to struggle against smaller teams no matter what the coach was. That's based on the players' mentality. I don't see why us playing against Yamal or but it's just I think we're more focused against like the big teams. And in the past too, us beating the higher calibers in Serie A was never a prediction about how our season ended. Because every team, our worst seasons, we always will beat a Napoli, we always will beat Inter, and then we
We
drop points
barely
against a
beat
smaller team.
Torino, but why are we acting like we had this like big victory against Torino? We
What you
barely
mean
beat
we?
them.
Who you saying we? Like who you
Milan
saying we?
barely. Oh yeah, I'm a Como fan now. Milan barely beat Torino. It's not like we dominated. It's not like we destroyed them. Torino could have had 4 fucking goals. They
But the
missed
play style,
two.
but the playing
They missed
style,
2 fucking tap-ins.
the playing style, the playing style was positive for a coach that just got to Italy, and you're playing Torino.
It's
Fonseca
just
didn't start it
pressing.
with that and all that.
It
It's
is
fine.
literally just pressing
It's fine.
merchant. Put
It's
all
fine.
your center
Pressing
backs at
merchant
the
or not.
midfield line. Put
If we
all your
didn't play
midfield.
well, I
Put
would
your
have said it was
back line at the
trash.
Listen,
midfield line.
okay,
This is the
okay.
same old fucking shit. We saw
Hold
this with
on.
Fonseca as well.
Let me be the voice of reason here.
Fonseca did this too. It's not like a
Look,
fucking revelation.
there is this
Fonseca lost
whole
his first game. Remember?
Fonseca. No, I think he tied his
Yeah, and
first game.
we
He
almost
tied.
lost our first game.
He tied against Torino. He tied his first game. But the difference is that Fonseca had Jessica in the fucking midfield, who was a bitch, and of course he's going to get scored on. Of course the midfield is going to look like shit. And in the first half, Milan was there. Milan didn't do anything. Okay, we kept the ball, so what? The difference was, once again, when you put the 6-time Champions League winner, Ballon d'Or winner in the midfield, everything ticks. The team plays with more intent. The team plays much smarter. That's the difference. It's not Amorim or Fonseca. It's Modric. Modric is the difference.
Yeah, and can I just say, I know Torino's kind of like a bogey team for us in the past, but that Torino team, the only thing good about that team is Abate, their coach. Those players were fucking, when I say nobodies, not even their own mothers know who the fuck they are. They had some random Asian guy with cornrow braids on the pitch.
Come
They had
on,
some
bro.
guy.
Blazic.
They had some
Blazic was
guy named
there.
Coco. They had some guy named Coco on the pitch. Like, his name is fucking Coco. Bruh.
Coco beware.
They had nobodies on the pitch. Nobodies.
Blazic was there. Come on, Blazic's not nobody.
Who?
Blazic is not nobody.
But
The guy who failed literally everywhere?
He's been at Torino for a while
The
now.
only place that guy has been decent is Torino and nowhere else in his entire life. Abate is
But-
the only good thing on that team.
But listen, can you not agree that the difference is Modric here? It's not Amorim.
Obviously, yeah. Modric came in the game, changed the game. Him and Rabiot.
I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and agree with you with that. I'm gonna let this dude
The only thing Jashari
stuff.
was capable of is playing medium to long range balls with wide open space and time, no pressure on him whatsoever, and completely wide open players because we were playing with wing backs. That is
Let's
the only
see-
thing he was able to do. Anytime he was in our opponent's half with the ball and under any amount of pressure whatsoever, he lost the fucking ball every single time.
We'll see. We'll see. Second game. Second game is tomorrow. We'll see what
I'm expecting a
happens.
big win. I'm expecting first game of San
Who,
Siro. Everybody's
who we're
excited.
playing? Who we're playing?
Venezia.
We're playing
But
Serie
remember,
B.
games like that is what we lose.
Yeah, but it's just the
Games
beginning.
like that is like no beginning or not. Milan, then it's like games like that we just lose. But I'm
I
just saying
hope.
the reason why also I feel like this. I don't feel like there's no pre there's pressure, but there's not pressure like in the past because we don't have the old guard no more, right? Leao is probably like the last. I mean, you can say Magnan's probably like the last of the old guard, but Leao leaving, none of these guys are there. So these new kids coming, I know they're not thinking like, oh, we need to fill in some shoes because the shoes to fill were already fucked. There's already shitty shoes for the past how many
Yeah, they're
years,
motivated.
and that's why I say, somebody like Cisse, I feel like he's gonna succeed because it's not like Leao left. Leao did a lot for us. But the past 2 3 years, this has been so subpar. It's been bad. So you're not having that pressure when you're filling in that role to become the next Leao, right? So it's I don't know. I just feel like it's just gonna be a fluky year. I don't think Napoli is gonna do good. Napoli's market has been shit. I don't even know who they went and they got. I don't even know who's the number 9, to be quite frank with you. And then Allegri,
What do you mean?
who's the number 9 for Napoli right now? I don't know. I don't know who the number 9 is.
Are you crazy, Rev?
Hoyland,
Who's
bro,
the number 9?
your husband, bro, your fucking boyfriend, the guy that you praise and love so
Hoyland.
much.
Oh, I forgot.
What the fuck is wrong
Hoyland
with
is over there. Oh my
you
god.
disloyal?
Bro, I'm not disloyal, bro. I've been watching football. That's what happened when I'm watching too much like NFL content, bro. I'm
His
too much on,
favorite
some,
fucking
on the
player.
NFL. I'm too much on the NFL side. Okay, yeah, Hoyland is over there. I forgot. But Hoyland and Allegri ball, oof, that's gonna be so fucking nasty.
I
That's
feel
gonna be
bad. I
nasty.
feel bad for Napoli. I really feel bad for them. They're another team
I,
that literally could spiral downward just because of their coach appointment. That is so sad.
Allegri literally single-handedly made us miss out of
Yeah,
top 4. Straight up,
yeah.
he made us miss out of top 4. It was Allegri. I don't
Yeah.
blame anybody else.
Yo, guys.
So,
Abdullah.
so I don't
Hi.
know.
Abdullah Wallahi.
Hi.
No, so
I
Abdi,
put a
Abdi, we saw you.
Yeah.
We saw you on Instagram. I sent it to Rock. You were arguing
Yeah,
with yeah, we saw you on Instagram. You were arguing with people saying Arsenal is a bigger club than Real Madrid. Rock,
And
you
who?
saw that shit I sent you? Yeah, Arsenal is
Oh
a
my
bigger club
God,
than Real
Abdi, are you
Madrid.
serious?
It,
Abdi
it, it's
Well,
a
thinks
you've
Arsenal is a
lost.
Somali.
bigger
What?
club than
Yeah,
Real Madrid.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Leave Arsenal fans, like.
It
But
was
quick one.
it was a Somali Arsenal fan, bro. So
Well,
delusional.
leave they're delusional. They're delusional. Rock. All right, quick one. Look on the
What's
camera.
up?
Look on the camera. Look what I got for you. I got for you, bro.
Hold on.
It's a
Hold on.
Swedish national team shirt. It's a Swedish.
Hey,
It's
nice
a
shirt. Nice
Swedish.
shirt.
But look what player. Look what
Nice
player. Look
shirt.
what player.
It's all good. Neymar's
Boy,
nice.
boy, you
Neymar.
should be wearing a light blue jersey, like your
Now you've
flag,
lost
Was that
it.
Somali? Is
Yeah.
that
like your flag
Somali's
with the
color?
star, bro. What are you
He should
wearing?
be wearing he should be wearing a pirate eye patch, bro.
Hey, Clint, I heard your crazy prediction that Milan
Yeah.
will win the Scudetto, and genuinely, I share the same opinion with you, bro.
Oh
I don't know
shit.
what.
Clint, you're
No
fucked.
shit.
Clint, you're fucked.
What he
Every
say?
year Abdi
Pussy
says the
agrees
same
with
thing.
you?
I
Pussy
after
agrees with you, bro? Oh
after
Lord, that's
after
bad.
no, let me land. After
That's bad.
further thought and looking into it, I genuinely think we win the Scudetto only on the basis
Oh
that I feel like
Lord.
Inter, Como, Roma, the top people that will be challenging for the title, will be preoccupied by Champions League. And because the level of Europa League is so incredibly low, with no more Champions League teams coming down, I genuinely think that we will have enough time and focus on the Campeonato to win it.
No, but
That's
actually, in that argument though, I'm gonna be honest with
yeah.
you, Abdi. Well, I have to disagree with you. Actually, Europa League is more of a pain in the ass to play because the games are on Thursday and you have league games. It's a quick turnaround time compared to Champions League, and that can fuck you. And that's why I think a lot of teams don't even like playing Europa League, especially if you want to go deep in the league. But that's if we go
Yeah.
deep in the league. But those games on Thursday is not always ideal. I forgot we played in the Europa League, to be honest.
That's gonna age
But,
like milk up, dude. That's gonna age like
yeah.
milk. Guys, Massey's here too. What's up? Yo, Massey, what's up?
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Year.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure because I'm using. Nah, I just wanted to stop by and say what's up. I've been listening to you guys since like 2019, 2020, and you know, ups and downs, and you know, just wanted to see if you guys were coming out.
Hold on.
Hey,
The audio's going out, brother.
Hey, Clint, when you don't talk, can you mute yourself? Because we can hear your colleagues in the background.
Clint is in a fucking bazaar in the middle of fucking the Middle East, bro.
Yes, indeed. I'm watching the Barcelona game.
You're cheating on Milan. Yo, Clint is an unloyal motherfucker. Yo.
No, I'm not unloyal, bro. How? I'm a Milan fan. I just lost interest in these motherfuckers. I'm focusing on other stuff, especially after going like to 2 World Cup games, bro. I'm the national. I'm at the national level. Like I had to get over. I had to get over. Like, you know what's crazy? It's like you go through these periods when you're a sports fan. Like, so I was on like, you know, the whole World Cup phase. You know, I'm going to all these fan fests, going to the games, and then it stopped. So then I had to retrain my brain for the NFL, and then obviously the league is coming up. But it was like I've been in NFL content. That's why I'm watching too much like NFL preseason shit. So I forgot completely, and I'm like, okay, let me tap back and get my Serie A and all these things already. And I'm watching, and then I gotta start watching Madrid now too, because of my son Jumonde. Because people want that kid
Madrid
to
looks
fail
good.
so much. They want Jumonde to fail so bad. And I'm like, oh
that's
my
why
God.
you think Milan is gonna win.
Clint, how old is he?
No, bro. Like he's actually now, but you know he went to school here, bro.
Dude, we taught him how to play. We taught him how to play.
Even
we taught him how to play.
No.
Pay to play coaches like us taught him how to play.
No, I didn't.
That's right,
Clint.
Clint.
No, y'all didn't.
We taught him how to play.
Actually, he did. Actually, he did his most of his formation in Ivory Coast, bro. No, I did. He came here on the 10th grade.
We taught him.
The 10th to 11th to 12th grade, or 11th to 12th grade, and then from
That's
there
our
he
bread and
went
butter
directly
right there.
to
We
Spain.
taught him.
He went to.
I taught him
to
personally
Spain,
how to play.
But yo, I mean, bro, no, that Madrid team, they just need to sort out their defense though. I think once they sort that out, but it's gonna be a hard team to stop.
They look really strong.
And that kid, I reckon that SV kid, boy, Mourinho was smart getting a pure number 9. That SP kid is gonna be a problem, bro. He's tall, he's young, and he has a knack for goal. I've seen him play at least 3 times now, and the past 2 games, I mean, the kid's only 19, 20, already created, like he scored the last game, the winner, and he was responsible for Mbappe scoring like the kid is. And that's what Madrid needed for the longest, because there's a bunch of midgets up front with Brahim Diaz and all these fucking fools. So having him, I think Mourinho is also good to try to find balance, because he's not a champagne football guy anyways. So I think once they sort out their defense, because Konate, bro, boy, that dude is not good. I'm sorry, he's not good. But that's another story, anyways. But yeah, I'm not impressed by Ramos. I'm like, bro, you're $80 million. That's somebody I'm not gonna mince my word for. That's somebody I'm gonna put pressure the fuck on, because bro, we forked out 80 mil. 2 games, you should be scoring, bro. I don't want to give him time, Italy. Nope. I give that to Cisse and them. You're 80 million, you scoring right away. So, and you're not 19, you're not 20, like, so we'll see. That's somebody I'm intrigued to see when he's gonna start scoring. So he's on my blacklist. But let's talk about Como, man. Let's talk about Como.
No, hold on. Let Massey talk, bro. We're supposed to mute you so this guy can give us thoughts and opinions, bro. You just went on your soccer economics rant, bro.
Yeah, Massey, what's up, bro? You wanted to say something, dude? What's going on?
Then I'm down for Como conversation. That's my new club.
I think Massey fucking. Okay.
No, I'm still here, man. I listen to you guys, man. Fucking Yeah, nah, man, I'm just worried about this season. The defense looks kind of shaky. Our midfielder is a little more solid, and you know, Amorim is playing like we have more players to suit it now. But I don't know, man. You know, it's still sketchy. Top four is going to be, I feel like, still a challenge. And you know, if the other teams are even better now this season than they were last season, then it's going to be even more difficult. You know, because I don't know. I look at them and I look at us, and I feel like they kind of have a better bench and have a more like, solid starting 11. Although I am happy that we got Ramos now, so we have a a decent number 9. Aside from Kamada too, I want him to get more points. But I don't know, man. I feel like it's gonna be kind of the same as last season. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Especially with this style of play where our players are going to get really exhausted and really tired from this style of play. Like, not only is there the
Yeah,
physical exhaustion aspect of this style, there's also the mental exhaustion aspect of this style. So, it's like it
right.
requires them to really be on their P's and Q's, like a lot. And I don't know if we have the highest caliber and experienced players for that, apart from the sprinkling in our midfield of Modric and Rabiot and players like that. Like, I don't really see a ton of like experience and the qualities necessary for this style of play in our back line, like Massey said. And I could see them being very
Yeah,
shaky, especially against higher level opponents. Probably not against. Well, they look shaky even against an opponent of Torino's level. So I can only imagine what they're going to look like against higher caliber opponents. As we know, Emery really only has this style of play, and he's very stubborn when it comes to this style of play. And look what happened to like
true.
Liverpool's like Klopp era and how that ended with this style of play. And look at how Barcelona suffered when their team was still really young, even though the talent that Barca team had is far superior than the talent our team currently has. And they did this style of play and suffered a lot doing this style of play too. So like there's examples all throughout Europe of teams playing like this with better tools at their disposal for this style of play, like players who are good on the ball, players who are higher IQ and think faster, like players who are better in 1v1s and quicker. And they still struggled with this style of play. This Milan is going to struggle with this style of play and to maintain it consistently across the duration of a full season, particularly a season where we're also in Europa League, coming off the back of a season where we weren't in any European competition. It is going to be a lot more taxing on our team's bodies and minds than people are anticipating.
Yeah, and listen, in
Yeah,
quality,
dude.
dude,
Because
quality matters. I mean, I was looking at that Real Madrid game against Deportivo. You know, they got Vinicius. He played great. They have Mbappe. He was amazing. They have Valverde, top G. Bellingham, top G. Goulet, top G. Cucurella, top G. They have so many damn players that are just like amongst the best in the world. We don't really have any aside from Modric.
yeah, and dude, I saw
That's gonna make a big difference.
after seeing the highlights over the weekend, man, we got caught lacking with our fans down more than a handful of times on the counter. Since we're like pushed it so high on the field. Like I don't know if our center backs are going to be able to like handle that, and then also the wingers we're playing with, be it Salamakers or Estupinian and Bartasagi on that side, or forgot who we played on the right wing last week. I think it was Chukwueze, right? Like they don't really drop down to help or defend, so it's going to be sketchy.
Yeah, this is something I actually wanted to say earlier. Okay, Chukwueze looked good against Torino because Torino kind of let us attack the whole time. But when it will come to teams that are going to attack us, that side of the field is going to be open for business.
Bruh, it was open for business against Torino. Anytime Chukwueze was caught in open space in our half and Torino had the ball, he was getting fucking cooked.
Yeah.
Apart
he's
from a
not
couple
a
of
player at all.
balls, apart from a couple of balls that he won like deep near our goal line or end line and by our corner flag, like he won a couple of little lucky like nicks off of their players in the first half there. But in the second half, when we were stretched a little bit on the counter, he wasn't doing anything out there. Like he could not defend out there at all.
No, he can't.
Yeah, it's kind of sketchy. Man.
DiMarco's gonna
I'm
eat him
curious to
alive.
see how we do in the. I'm curious to see how we do in the Europa League. But yeah, I mean, DeMarco, yeah, any elite winger is gonna have a field day.
Any team that knows how to get numbers around the ball and are good in transition are gonna cook us. Like, if Inter can get 2 or 3 players on Chukwueze's side on transition, we're going to get fucking cooked. Like, that's it. If they transition quickly and get 2 or 3 players around the ball on Chukwueze's side, we're done. We're done.
It's best to have actually a real wingback rather than a makeshift wingback. So maybe that's like bad market from Milan, right there.
Yeah.
I think this new guy, this Laxalt regen and Emmanuelson Lovechild is left-footed, and Amorim loves inverted players. So I think he's actually probably gonna be on the right wing back. Did he talk about that in the press conference at all? I don't think anyone asked him.
Yeah, he did.
What did he say? Where is he playing?
He said that Chukwueze is the starter.
Oh, okay.
But this Moreira kid has similar qualities. So when Chukwueze is not there, Moreira
I
can
knew
come
it.
in. And
So he sees him on the right wing back. I fucking knew it. I don't know why every Milan podcaster was saying he's going to be a left wing back and start over Bartosagi, and like why are you saying that? Like,
yeah,
Emery literally said he wants inverted fullback, so this guy's left-footed. Like, hello, connect the dots.
Yeah, and but he did end with saying that they're going to have to fight for their space, for their let's say, I guess, starting position.
I'm going to repeat this because we're deeper into the live and people might have joined us later, but we are one Gonzalo Ramos injury away from being relegated.
From being relegated?
Yeah.
You mean like that's going to be like all our goals are gone?
Like we don't have Nkuku, we don't have Leao, we don't have Santi. They're all being frozen out of the squad. Camarda, I don't know if he's physically ready to play that many minutes in Serie A. Like, he got ragdolled a lot last season in Lecce. If he like triples the amount of minutes, like, he could get injured. Like, I just don't know if he has the durability for it yet. He's too young and he's still growing. So like, I don't know, bro. We are really weak up top. I do think this is designed to score a lot from other positions. Like, I do think our wing backs and midfielders are probably going to score a lot of our goals overall, like, combined. But I don't know, man. Like, we are really lacking depth for a team that's playing in Europa League as well in the striker position.
I like that a lot, actually.
Of course, I know, but it's not. We're not gonna win now. Like,
but that means that Kamada is playing, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah, no matter what, I mean,
Redbird,
man.
Bro, dude, but why even think about winning trophies, dude? It's Redbird. Redbird doesn't want to win trophies, dude.
Exactly. So everyone that hears Roy's positivity, just know that does not mean he's positive about Milan overall. He is positive for our Italian youngsters developing and being battle tested and potentially being able to contribute at the national team level. This
Perfectly
has nothing
said.
to do with Milan.
Perfectly said.
In
Perfectly
terms of
said.
Milan, we are in a shit position in terms of Milan.
Yeah, no, man.
We ain't winning anything anytime soon.
Yeah, our management is ass backwards, man. They haven't really been, doing things the right way.
Do you think Milan can win it by fluke, like Clint was saying?
Nah, there's no way, dude. The other teams are really strong. I really don't think so.
I
man.
think this is what I said earlier. I think that Milan can make top 4 if they're going to be in the title race till the end. But if they know that they can't win the title by January, the psychology will really collapse, and I think that it's going to look really ugly. It's going to look really ugly. If by January if by January Milan is out of the title race, it can look really ugly this season.
Brother, if Modric gets injured or Gonzalo Ramos gets injured, like, bro, this team is not even. That's not even a top 4 team. No way. Not a top 4 team.
Yeah, Modric for sure. Yeah, take Modric out, then
And
that's another problem.
let me just take another victory lap. I predicted last year's table, first place, just so you know, and that was even when Milan was in first place and everyone was horny as fuck. Okay, so I'm not seeing it yet. I will tell you, I will be the first person to go and
Okay,
bet
okay,
Milan
I'm back
fan
now. I'm back now.
when this Milan fan is primed to win anything serious. I will be the first person to let you know when that happens. But that is not where Milan is right now at all.
Right now, very difficult.
Yeah, man.
Very difficult right now.
We don't even have like I say like a solid starting 11, man. These other teams have players off the bench that are great, and they are going to be playing in more competitions. But they have the players. I feel like they just have really good coaches too. Like when I saw Amorim, like his name, man, I kind of like, I don't know, man. Like I got lightheaded and shit because we all saw what happened at Manchester United. And I know it's a big club too in a different setting, but holy shit, man! Like every time he would talk, I'd be like, dude, like, is this guy like fucking like an op? Like, did Man City hire him to go fuck shit up at Manchester United, or like some kind of double agent? Because every decision he made at Manchester United, not only like the players he brought over, like were horrible, and then Manchester United never played a back line of 3. I don't think so, and that kind of pissed me off too. Like so it was all fucked up.
But you know, boss. Boss. I don't know what your name is. What's your name? Sorry. Nice to meet you. My name is Clint. I had a question on your Man United take, right? Man United literally is the Milan, like it's like the
Milan
Milan
United.
version. It's like the Milan version in England, meaning the Glazers own it. There's no structure, and Man United, it's in disarray. Even with Sir Ratcliffe taking over or in charge of like the sporting side with his stakes, everything starts from the top. So when the top is not structured, no matter what coach they bring, and Mourinho said it the best. Mourinho said what when Mourinho was in charge? He said you guys are gonna look years later and understand this is the best. Like the second, when he the year he ended up second, he said that's probably going to be one of
So
the
Clint,
biggest
if
accomplishments,
you're
right, going forward. Yeah.
Clint,
So I don't want to put it on
if
Amorim. That's what I'm trying to get at.
yeah, you're analogizing Man United and Milan and saying
Yeah.
they're analogous to one another, right? So like,
Right.
why do you
But we
think
won the
Milan's gonna
league
win a Scudetto? What the fuck's wrong with
because we
you?
won the league and we've been winning stuff in between. They haven't. And
Nah,
our league is
nah.
competitive.
Emery, listen,
Our league is competitive.
Emery
Listen, no, let me
is
say this. Let me say
on
this. Let me say this.
a
Let me say
redemption
this. Let me
tour
say
to
this. Let me
save
finish my point.
face.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
Finish your point.
The problem is Man United has more of an upper. We don't have outside of Inter. I don't think Milan has like a bigger uphill battle to win Serie A compared to Man United winning the Premier League. So that's the reason why I give us
Yeah, I mean,
chances
I
in
would
that
agree with
light.
But I
that.
think you're
That's it.
I would
underestimating
agree with
Okay.
Milan.
that.
That's it.
Wait, hold up, brother.
Yeah, I agree
Hold
with
up.
that.
I see what you're
Listen,
saying. Like, well, you go first, Rod.
no,
Hey
I was gonna
guys,
say,
I gotta take
say
something to my
you're
neighbor. I'll be right back.
all good. Yeah, you're on the Man United topic, so why don't you guys just talk Man U for a little bit, and then I'll talk about Emery after. Go ahead, guys.
So, like, 'cause I kind of, it's like it goes side and side for me. Like, I understand that, I guess, teams in, the EPL maybe stand, a little bit more like shoulder to shoulder. So, like, competition is fierce and stuff. But so is Serie A. And, like, I guess you're right. Management does have a big, like, um, did have a big effect on how Amorim's time went at Manchester United. But, dude, Manchester United has money to burn, man. If you are, like, chosen by a team that big and given, like, almost, like, pretty much, like, a fucking endless budget or, like, just a decent-sized budget, I expect you to do decent, man. Like regardless of formation or who you can or can't acquire, if the management's also kind of holding you back, and why stay? And then on top of that, like you're choosing your players, so it's a lot of that burden.
But it's not okay. But that's the superficial view, right? And what I mean the superficial layer is okay. I work in corporate America. Okay, you can get the best talent from all the top Ivy League schools. You understand? But if you come into that company or whatever X company you work for, and the culture is in disarray, the stuff is not there, meaning I have a hard time to park, I'm stressed. From an infrastructure perspective and all that, it plays into the efficiency of those so-called students.
I
Those
was gonna
so-called
use
workers,
Clint. I was gonna
right?
use the exact same example as Clint.
You
By
see
the
what I'm
way, I was
saying?
gonna say
So,
if you could be
it's
the smartest person in the world, you go to a company that has a shit culture, you're gonna underperform. You're not
you're
gonna
gonna
give a fuck
underperform.
about your job.
You're not gonna care. And it's the same thing. I used to be in the military, right? When I was in the Marine Corps, there's some units that were so shit. You get the best Marines out of there. Like these guys like they straight up demons. But when the culture and morale is so low and it starts from the top, like that, those are marginal, like marginal gains. Everything, like all the difference, right, for teams to win, it's in the margins. Madrid is the best team, or like they won Champions League. It's not the product on the field. It's the final. It's the finality. It's not even. That's like the final steps. It's not the most intriguing step because it all starts with the structure internally that we don't see, right? And for Man U, for the longest, 'cause I follow Man U. Like I follow these. Like I follow soccer. Like, I'm not using the word term soccer, but football from an administrative perspective a lot. I'm not gonna go into soccer economics, okay? But it's you see for the longest they didn't have a sporting director. That used to be for damn near a decade. Man United did not have a sporting director. So they weren't recruiting the proper talent. So yeah, they had all the money, but they didn't do nothing with it. It's kind of like rappers. You can give a rapper
Yeah,
a
but
hundred
I
million
don't know,
dollars, he's
man.
still gonna get locked up.
you could
You
have
feel me?
all the money. You could have all the money, and you know what? I rarely ever agree with Gary Neville, but I actually agree with his last little argument that he had on air, where he said the players could be the best players in the world if you have a rotten culture and the fish rots from the head. You won't win. You will not
Yeah.
win if you don't have a winning culture. You could get
What
the
did
best
Cristiano
players.
say? Right. What did Cristiano
You could
said
get
when he went?
prime Pele,
Right.
Maradona, fucking Messi, Ronaldo. If you have
When
Redbird creating your culture and they don't even know who Maldini is or how many Champions League
when
trophies Milan has, you're not winning, bro.
because institutions,
Yeah.
right? Institutions, organizations is all about balance. It's not about having the best. And so when they balance, even on the field and all, because even what did Cristiano said when he went? He said he said a decade later, right? He left Man United in '09. In 2009, he left. Coming back a decade later, it's still the same equipment. It's still the same bullshit around that he didn't understand when the entire of Europe is modernizing when they're not. So yes, they can have all the best players. So Amorim, he might have flaws, but going in these type of institutions, I won't put it solely on him. And in England, you're probably more exposed because of the legacy, English media, and you got teams like Man City and all these things. These you're competing with, the top of the top, and that creates some type of pressure. So what I'm trying to say is like there's a domino effect in between that. Amorim is a variable, maybe in that failure, but you can't solely put that on him because other managers have relived that over and over. Since
Yeah.
Ferguson left, how many managers have Man
No, that's
United
true,
have?
man.
Probably the same as ours, right? They said we're on our 10th
That's true.
manager now, and yeah. But
I was about to say, dude, like, yeah, man, it's been hard for both like teams, like I don't really follow I don't watch the EPL too much anymore, but I used to watch a shit ton of Manchester United and yeah, dude, it's been pretty depressing for them and
But
kind of for us too.
that's
But no, you're right, dude. You're right. I guess I am being a little too hard on Amarim. Like, hopefully he does decent with us, and hopefully like the formation that he's implementing, works out, and we can like somewhat compete.
if he
You know,
it comes back to this. If he fails I'm not gonna blame him. Like I didn't blame
No, it can't be
Conceição
him.
for failing.
Yeah,
I didn't
you
blame
can't blame
Nah,
him. You
yeah,
can't
we
blame no
can't.
for
coach.
failing.
Nope.
I thought that they were all decent. Like I didn't blame the coach in any of our last 4 coaches. I blame Redbird.
I
That
don't
is the
think. Yeah,
only
I don't think
people I
no. I don't.
blame.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think no Milan fan in their right mind will blame like the coach. The coach is just a
No.
symptom. You understand?
Yeah.
Like they're just a symptom
Yeah.
of like what's really playing at the behind, and you've
They're
seen
doing
it.
the most that they
And
can possibly do with the
and,
resources at hand.
and I've seen it. And I've seen it time and time again that us as Americans in general, in our culture, right? Us that grew up in America, in our culture, that understand American culture, even from a sports perspective, sports owner in America are trash. They're garbage.
Yeah.
We suck at running institutions. And I gave palpable examples. If you watch baseball, if you watch the MLB, if you watch the NFL, if you watch NBA, right? Even if you watch fucking MLS, the teams that have been asked, they've been asked forever. They might have their fluke, but they're not consistent, well-run organizations. And Pochettino said it best, and they wanted to put his hat on the platter. Fucking what's his name? Rock's daddy, Lalas, wanted to put his head on the platter, saying they're like, "Oh, how come he say that?" Because Pochettino said this is a system, a culture that rewards loser. It breeds losers. He literally said that, which is a fact. Because you get rewarded when you have an ass season, you get rewarded with a top draft pick. They don't let you sink. It's not competition as we say in capitalism. And all these, I'm saying all this to say the correlation with football
And
is when you
yeah.
see these owners now show up in Europe, American owners, you're thinking on the marketing side, we're gonna get all the best brand deals. We're gonna know how to package and give you a
Oh, the
fucking
stadium's still gonna be
you
full.
know, it's still gonna be full. We're gonna do this prime shit and you know, I mean, just at the reflection of the country. You know, America's a third world country, but from the outside, you know, it's just like it looks all neat and shit. And we're good at marketing, a la Dallas Cowboys. But from a sporting, when it's time to push talent, develop talent, we suck at it, and you can see it across our sports. And somebody try to argue, "Oh, American the best athletes." I'm like, let's go sport for sport right now in America. Our best athletes in each are not even American no more. It's a Japanese that's the best player in baseball, right? A French guy is the best basketball player, and then somebody from Eastern, two dudes from Eastern Europe, right? MLS, same thing. Outside of the NFL, which is purely American, yeah, but other than that, like most of them people, like they you know, they're foreigners. So when they talk about this whole thing with the sport, we need to just reassess like our doctrine. So when I'm seeing Redbird, it's just a reflection about what goes on, you know, in America. Like, you know, how sports are ran. Like these owners, they're incompetent or Mr. Know It All. Like this new title that Jerry gave himself, I don't know even what the fuck that means. It's so corporate, so corporate, and it pisses me off because it's like, oh well, he's gonna be signing the shit like Todd Boyley. You want to criticize Manchester United? Look at Chelsea. Same disarray. They got all them motherfuckers that have bought the entire planet for fucking for half a trillion. The entire planet. Motherfuckers had like there was no space in the locker room. Don't know what to do. Signing people on 8, 7, 9 contracts. A lot of people don't even know Mudryk is still at Chelsea. They didn't buy everybody,
Yeah,
but look,
Chelsea.
they don't know how to create balance because sport is
That's
balance.
why I said
Yeah.
Clint.
Mhm.
Like 3 years ago, I wanted to start a Professor Zhang game theory channel that analyzes any football club
Game
that's
theory.
owned by Americans or has
Mhm.
major investors in America to prove that those all those clubs were destined to fucking fail
You
because of
should.
their association
I'll
with
join you on
Americans.
that.
I
You
should
should.
have fucking done that 3 years
No, you
ago,
you
bro,
still
because
you can still do it. I'll join you
I
with that. I
should
know
do it.
about game theory.
Because
I
this
study game
this
theory.
this is when Todd Bowley started spending crazy with Chelsea, and I said they're gonna fail anyway. This is when Liverpool had just come off of Champions League finals, and I said they're gonna fail. They're definitely destined to fail. And it's exactly what happened, bro. They all went downhill as
Yeah.
soon as Americans became majority decision makers for those clubs, and were making business-minded decisions and not sporting-minded decisions. They all went to shit. Tottenham went to shit. They all went to shit.
Because the
It's
thing is
also
like
profit.
Yeah, because the thing about Americans is short-term, long-term decision in sports is always business minded. It's fine. It's a business. It's never going to correlate with how the fans feel about something because football goes by fast. The years go by fast. Well, this team won the Champions League. I want to win the Champions League too. What are you doing? Oh well, we
Yep.
need to go and save money. And the people,
We need
the
to make money
American,
this year.
and then the Americans we're getting are the broke ones, or the broke billionaires. We're not
Yeah.
getting the billionaires with the fuck you money, right?
It's
It's the
not a
billionaires
it's
that
not a
like they
passion.
bought in
It's not a
land.
passion
Yeah,
project.
it's not. It's like
It's
I
not
don't
a
know if I
passion
want to
project.
spend money.
It's
Oh,
like
we need to
we're
pay this
we're
investor.
willing to delay we're willing to delay our sporting results 5 to 10 years, but we're not willing to delay our profit margins fucking one day, bro.
And then the ecosystem of sport. Yes, you do need money, but the ecosystem as a sport enthusiast, money is not the key factor. It's fan morale. How do we feel about the club? Because essentially, that's the product, right? We are the product, not the players. If there's no fans at the stadium, nobody gives a fuck about the team, then you're building a fucking castle in the middle of a small town, I don't know, in PA or somewhere. Shit. So
Yeah, man.
at the end of the day, fans should be at the essence. And if you're not listening to the fans, you're gonna do all that shit. It's gonna be a bunch of transplant in Milan, which it started. Now you're gonna have Taylor Swift at the fucking. I mean, look at the World Cup. Look at all these fucking transplant that was sitting in the stadium. Man, what the fuck Taylor Swift doing wearing what was she wearing? Like a French jersey or some shit? I'm like, but that shit was pissing me off. But I'm like, it's fine. The World Cup is home. Let everybody have fun. But that's what Milan essentially is going to get. And that's how they looked at it. I mean, you go on the JP Morgan website, they're telling you like, oh, we can show you how to invest into a soccer club in Europe. When you start seeing shit like that, you know, that already
Yeah.
frightens you. But it's the world we're going in. I mean, you can't reverse course. Europe sold out, and it's a business they're exploiting. Now, if they're exploiting it, let's also try to get the maximum gains. Then, like, if we're gonna be bought out, then I'd rather the Saudis and I'd rather get whitewashed by the Middle East people. I just don't want a broke person like right now. Like, I don't want no fucking Jerry. Like, if you're not gonna spend, bro, then bring us a fucking, I don't know, somebody from Saudi Arabia or from the Gulf states.
Yo, Glenn, what do you think about
So
net spend and the fact that every single transfer window they come out the gate spending 100, 150, right? But in the background of all of that, we're selling everything. We're selling everyone. We're getting rid of wages. We're ending in the profit. So everyone glazing Gary for being a big spender, he's literally ending in the green.
well, brother, but look at this though,
He's making a
right?
profit every transfer window.
Even
He's not
even even
spending.
him even him and in the green, right? Look at this. He with him, we found out that these dudes don't know how to select players. Because it makes me question that everybody that they bought, 80% of all players they bought within the past what? Jerry's been here now going on 4 years. 80% of these players are no longer on our team.
It's
Explain
so
that to
bad,
me.
bro. I know what
Explain
it is. You
so
want to know what it
so
is?
so who's making the decision?
George Mendez owns our fucking clubs. George Mendez, the only coaches we signed, the only players we signed, like George Mendez fucking company owns every single person that we sign. Like, I don't know what this guy has on us, if he has like blackmail, piss tapes or what, but we only do business with this motherfucker.
The Epstein of football. He's the fucking
For
Epstein of
real.
football. That's what he is. He like it's insane because it's a lot of conflict of interest when all your players. I mean, they should also limit how many agents players should own because that creates conflict of interest. Amorim, all these Portuguese guys. When I see us being linked to all these Portuguese players, I'm like, all right, enough with this shit, bro. We're not the Wolves. Like, just stop, like, bro. And I'm starting to question the Portuguese mentality, right? When I'm seeing all these young Portuguese now going to, they're going to Saudi Arabia young. You look at the
Yo,
Leao
if
and all these guys. I'm like, yo,
the
what the fuck going on with them?
you know how they say history doesn't always repeat, but it rhymes? Tell me
I never
this
heard that.
team.
That's crazy.
Tell me this team is not fucking banter era. Like Gonzalo Ramos is literally Andre Silva. This fucking guy Morera,
Nah.
wingback. This guy on the wingback is literally Emerson. Sorry, Emmanuelson. Laxalt. That's who the fuck this guy is.
Yeah, this
Like,
kid is more.
and
This,
Modric having one senior like player like 40 years old. That's just like our banter era. Like it's fucking
but like this
Pirlo, it's
more.
fucking some random. It's the
This
same
Morera
shit.
kid. This Morera kid. I have not seen him play, and I'm not understanding how one player on our team benches him on the national team, but yet he's here. Salamakers played more games at the World Cup, plays more games.
That's how bad the situation is, bro.
So I don't know who this Morera kid is. I don't want to even.
We got
put my verdict out.
Salamakers understudy. We got Salamakers understudy, bro. Maldini got Salamakers as a third choice off the bench utility player, and that's all he got him for. Now that guy is our fucking starter, and we're spending 50 million on his backup. We are so fucking trash.
I don't know.
We haven't had a solid right back since forever.
We got Chukwueze also as a second or third string player, and this guy's now starting games
The solid right back we had, like I feel like if we would have stayed was Dalot. I think Dalot would have been good for us. I mean, he wasn't perfect, but I feel like he complemented like Theo Hernandez. Milan missed their steps. Here's the problem. The problem with Milan is this: that year when we made it to the semifinal of the Champions League, that was the following year was the next year for us to ascend. If that following year we've done everything right, we would have been a top team in Europe. We would have been back on the map with Maldini.
Yeah, we would have generated enough funds from our competitions and like how far we get in competitions. Had we invested, we would have made that money back tenfold. Instead, these guys decided to hit the brakes, right? Spend ridiculous money on a ton of players who all of them have fucking failed. Every single one of them has failed.
It's the, and I hear you, and it's the same assessment I made for when you go back 2011, 2012. That year, we never go into the Benta era if Thiago Silva and Zlatan don't get sold. There's no Benta era.
Like you said, it goes back to margins. This sport is
so
all
it never goes. So when you
decisions. Decisions that increase your margin, right? That give you that edge. If you don't take those opportunities, you just fall off a cliff.
That's it. Why Madrid is consistent? Madrid understood so Madrid did the transition right. We're like, okay, the like Bale, Benzema, Ronaldo getting ready to leave. Ronaldo wants a new thing. Let's keep who we can keep, but let's slowly start bringing people in with your Vinny Jr. And it's a gamble, but sometimes you gotta like, let's give these people time. Now they got to
money.
Now.
Scared money don't make no money. So when Forlani was too scared to spend money and invest when Maldini was here, right? Scared money don't make no money. So in their fear, by sitting on their hands, by pumping the brakes, we have lost so much money from not qualifying for Champions League 2 years in a row. All of the bum-ass players that they paid transfer fees for and high wages for who fucking failed. All of the existing players on our team who became extremely demotivated and lost like 75% of their fucking transfer market value. They have lost us hundreds and hundreds of millions of euros by being scared little bitches. And now they want to come in and be like, oh, here's 75 million for Ramos and here's 50 million for Sockmakers understudy. Look, we're spending money now. We're not scared no more. No, fuck you. It's too late now. You fucking idiots.
Rock, I think they have money, right? I think they have money. The problem is they just didn't like Maldini, the aura. My boy was out there aura farming the whole time. Jerry didn't like it. It's kind, you know how it goes in corporate. New partner comes in, doesn't like who he sees. Oh, I think we're gonna move on with the new team and all that bullshit. And they give you fucking your severance package and be like, bye. And that's what it was.
Bro, dude,
they had all that money.
Dude, you hit it right on the nail, like right on the nail, bro. Because, dude, Jerry did not have to get rid of Maldini at all, man.
He did it.
But just because Maldini had more of football knowledge, he probably felt offended and felt like he had to, get him out because, he had no sway because he didn't know what the fuck was going on. Everything's a mess.
They don't like being told.
Can we blame listen, I'm going to straight up concede something. Maldini probably was talking shit and being upset about the decisions and the direction
Oh
of
yeah,
things.
for
Like
sure,
I'm not even going to front.
for sure.
Obviously. Why wouldn't he? They fucking suck. They
Right.
were probably saying the dumbest shit ever in every meeting, every decision they were trying to make. They were probably fucking had the worst opinions possible. Of course he's going to talk
Well,
shit.
it
Like
was,
no shit.
yeah, man.
If
It was
I'm doing a
Furlani,
shitty
bro.
job, if I'm
They
doing a shitty job at my company, I expect everyone who works underneath me to call me out for it because the direction I'm taking the company
Yeah.
in is fucking failing. I expect them to call me out for
Right.
it. And as a good leader, I'm going to listen to their feedback. I'm going to implement their feedback because the company's not doing well. Like, why wouldn't Maldini do
Yeah.
that? Maldini would be
Well,
remiss if he didn't do that. If Maldini just sat
yeah,
there and
dude.
didn't say shit and let them make the decisions and let us fail, he would be failing at his job.
but Rock,
Yeah.
they're running, they're
And
running. The,
yo, and Maldini did that, bro. And look at what happened, man. They fucking like stabbed him in the back, bro. And then in
yo,
turn, you know, we're back in the banter. You know? Like
they're
it
running
sucks.
Milan like they're running
And
Milan like
that's
Philly
why
Union. They're running Milan
that
like Philadelphia
exactly.
Union, bro.
And that is
Yeah.
exactly why that management style and that high level decision making being so piss poor is exactly the reason why Gary is a wannabe billionaire with a fund that's worth 10 times less than what the fund that owns Inter Milan right now is worth.
That
That's why
motherfucker
that
Jerry.
motherfucker owns. That's why that greasy motherfucker owns clubs like
Bruh,
Toulouse
that mo,
and not
bruh,
clubs in the Premier League and not clubs in Serie A because that's his level. His decision making level, his IQ is that level, mid-table Toulouse fucking level club
That
ownership,
motherfucker,
not Milan level ownership.
that motherfucker, like Jerry, has so many fucking 360 deals, and he done sold his soul to all these like corporations for advertising and all that type of dollar. Like that worries me when a so-called owner has to go and just fucking go out there and become a whore to get all type of advertisement like a fucking vendor. Like those vendors that you see that leave their cards everywhere when you go into the barber shop. Literally how he's behaving, talking about the Rock, try to get everybody on board. Then if you didn't have the money for the club, leave it alone, bro. Like this shit is not. But then in Italy too, they're not really like that for real. To be like, yo, you know what? I'm not buying anymore. I'm not going to the stadium. Like they still want to go and see Milan. So it's like I still support their team. I understand, bro, because football is bigger than these clowns. I don't want to give them like the, and I love Milan. That's the love of my life, bro. But it's just sad to know like some of us don't have a lot of years to live, and then like what that's gonna be like our future going forward. So I'm not gonna see Milan win another Champions League. Like, bro, that shit it just
Yeah.
sucks. Like, it just sucks
The
that he
saddest
took
part,
over. But
dude. The saddest part for me is like after we won this Scudetto, I had like such high hopes that we'd keep our superstars and implement more young Italians to become superstars and then just fucking dominate Serie A. But like the opposite happened. Like and the worst part about it, like the thing that I hate the most about Jerry is that okay, if you're gonna be like a corporate, like owner, like and not like really care about the club that way, at least hire people that do care, so things like work out and the ship doesn't just sink. Like if you want to be, like oh, Mister in charge and everything, cool, cool, cool. But like hire people that are competent. Don't fire people that were there helping the club like Maldini was and stuff.
I
Like,
wish, I wish, yeah, and I hear you. I wish we had the same behavior. So I'm a big movie guy, right? So I'm gonna make movie references. I wish we had the
yeah,
mentality of like film audiences because when franchises start to become bad, we know how to hit studios' pockets and be like, we're not watching this slop you guys are putting out, and they learn. And you
right.
see Marvel and all these guys, they learn because Americans are just not gonna go. We're not watching this dumb shit. And then they scramble and they're like, okay, we need to hire this, we need to do the shit right. And then you don't do your shit right, you'll fucking feel it. That's the thing. And I think in Italy, I don't know if they know how to do that, but they need to start knowing how to do that where these motherfuckers gonna have to learn, like, yo, our pockets are being
It's
hit.
hard.
Let's get it right. But it's hard because
I mean,
football, you
it's
don't want to be on
hard.
the sidelines watching other teams. That's the thing with football. It's so hard. Like it's like fuck.
Yeah,
I had to
yeah,
tune
dude,
in
it
against the
sucks.
Torino game.
It goes against my will, bro. It goes against my makeup. I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch these
Same.
fools. I still gotta. It's like you're hate watching, but you're also not hate watching. It's like a mix of feelings because it's just there's so much history. You're too tied to the team, and it's unfortunate. But I think with Amorim, I'm gonna give him time. I'm not gonna speak on him, but if he does fail, it's also gonna show how stupid they are because it's like you got three Portuguese coaches in a row, and you didn't learn your lesson from the two predecessors. So it's like I don't know. I don't know who's making the
Yeah, it's
calls up there, who getting advice by who, but I don't know, man. It's like that. But I reckon also that Inter is gonna follow the same fate. People say, "Oh, Marotta is still there." I'm telling you, right? I'm calling it, bro. The oak tree is gonna do the same thing that Milan is doing. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna see. Y'all going to see.
I don't know, man. I feel
No,
like Inter. Wait, go ahead.
no. I said they're no different. Any American ownership is gonna follow the money. I think Inter right now they're not being exposed because other teams are shit. But the moment, let's say, if it doesn't come from Milan, but other teams are leveling the playing field and they're coming through, you think Inter's gonna go out there try to go spin, go crazy and buy? I don't think so. Yeah, they might have Marotta, but then people like you gotta understand these American owners. I try to tell people these American owners are tied to all the fuckery that's going on in the state. You're right. They're tied to the U.S. economy, believe it or not. They're not making the money from these big clubs. So if they have to, you know, snatch their purse or like, oh, the stock market about to crash and all, it's going to affect the way they spend. And football is going to be the less of the fucking worries. And people are not understanding that. People are not understanding that. And I'm like, but it's a real thing. Unless you got like Jeff Bezos or the Elon Musk money, you're not these little bankers and all. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna allocate all their portfolios. They're gonna move shit around. Like I'm being serious. Like it's not so. In the long run, I don't think it's worth of having an American ownership because look at Man United. Look at Man
It's not
United.
worth it. It's
It's
not worth
not.
it because you'll have all the money in the world, but there are two things happening simultaneously. One, they're not putting people who know what the fuck they're doing to spend that money, and two,
Yeah, that's the most
even if
important.
they that's the most important, but two, even if they do put someone in charge who knows what the fuck they're doing, they go against them. They don't let them do what they want
Oh
to do.
yeah.
They veto them and then they decide what they want to do with that money regardless at the end of the day anyway.
Look at Arsenal. How long did it take Stan Kroenke, right? Because Stan Kroenke is the owner of Arsenal. The dude that married what's her name, Watson from the Watson family from Walmart, married that lady. So Stan Kroenke owns what? Stan Kroenke owns the LA Rams. He owns all the teams in Colorado. I don't think he don't own the Denver Broncos. He owns the Rams. He owns all the MLS team. I mean, this dude owns like damn near every sports team. It took him for how long to start spending money in Arsenal? Bro, they had to beg this dude because they built the stadium. It was like they were being sloppy forever. And it took Arsenal how many years? I think Kroenke took charge what back in '06 or when they had Gazidis and all these guys. It took them until now in 2021 and I think the only reason Arsenal won is because it was a fluke season for Man City and all these other teams. It's not because Arsenal were on some dominant shit. Yeah, they started to get good, but after how many years of the outcry of fans? And Premier League makes way more money than us. But
And the only
look what they do.
reason they got better, but Clint, the only reason they got better is because they put football people in charge and a coach who could
Right,
choose the
right,
transfers, and
right.
they put other people in charge to make the decisions. They realize, okay, we're gonna throw our hands up here. You guys know better than we do. The problem is not enough bullshit had set in at that point at Arsenal, so they still had kind of a clean slate and good relationships in the footballing world with multiple agents and multiple clubs. Whereas we have been pigeonholed into this fucking Jorge Mendes fucking Twilight Zone We don't have good relationships with a lot of clubs. We've broken a lot of relationships with tons of clubs because of our cheap, feckless, bullshit negotiating tactics that we tried to implement during the previous regime and the regime before them with Redbird. Okay, so now we have no good relationships. We don't have good agencies that we have great relationships with as well. We tried to screw everyone and pay them the least amount of money possible and delay every transfer for fucking 4 months at a time and do shit business and piss people off. And now we don't have that grace period that Arsenal was given for their good managers to come in, use that money wisely. They hadn't burned any real bridges at that point. We burned a fuck ton of bridges. We made ourselves a global fucking footballing pariah with what we did to Maldini. We negotiated like fucking you know what. I don't even want to say it. Okay, and this is where we're at.
No, it is.
Pretty
It's
much, man.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and the thing is like like football. It's like football is one of those things. Football is like a passion project. It's like an indie film, right? No, not an indie. Yeah, it's like a passion project. Like if you do cinema, like don't expect to make money. You dump a lot, but don't expect to make money if you want to have the best beautiful project and win the awards. Don't look at box office numbers. Because if you're looking at box
Yeah.
office numbers, then you can just go and reboot an old sequel, which Hollywood's been doing. That's why Hollywood's been shit and slop. But it's like, oh,
Yeah,
let's go and
because
do really,
the whole
let's do a
point
new, yeah, let's do a new Terminator.
the
Let's go
where
and
the
do.
money is made where the money is made is in the promotions, where the money is made is in the partnerships, where the money is made is in the merch that you sell, related to the
Right,
film. It's not
right.
necessarily just in how many people go watch the film. And I think that's where Redbird is probably a good analogy to use for filmmaking, Clint. I think that's a pretty good analogy that you're making because there's a lot of parallels, like Redbird and Amorim is kind of towing that line where he's like, listen, at the end of the day, it's not about how we play, it's about the product on the pitch. Like, it's winning or losing is, it is what it is. Sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose. It's part of the game. What really matters is the product that we're putting in front of the screen, in front of our audience. So
Yeah,
kind of
like
towing that Redbird line where it's like, yo, we're just focused on how this product looks so that people buy merch, people buy into the shit, whether or not we're winning, whether or not we're lifting trophies, the product looks good. So like, that's it. Like spend your money.
and they ain't you try to buy merch, bro. Y'all don't even have a fucking Milan store in the States, bro. You can't even
Bro, they
get
put
jerseys.
gold. Yo, they put shiny gold embellishments all over our away kit. We're not even in fucking
Bro, I
Champions
want us
League, bro.
first of all, I want us to leave fucking
You
Puma
don't
to the
put
yeah. I
gold on
fucking
your
hate
kit
Puma, bro.
unless you won the Scudetto or you're in the
Bro.
Champions League. These motherfuckers
I
are
want
throwing
that.
gold on the kit.
I'm not gonna lie. I want this Puma deal to end like so fast, bro. I fucking hate Puma, dog. Like,
Who
you just need to
doesn't,
leave
bro?
them, bro. Like, dude, I'm sick of Milan Puma. It's such. That's when you know your team is going to shit. When you go from wearing like Adidas or Nike, and then you wear Puma like all these African teams. And I'm from Ivory Coast, so I can
Yo, we're
slander.
we're
Say
gonna end
something
up using Kappa
from
next, bro.
you talk about
Kappa's
Kappa,
kind
boy.
of
You better,
fire, yo.
yeah,
Kappa's kind
Kappa
of
fight.
fire. I'm not
You
gonna
gonna
lie.
you gonna be wearing like what is it,
No.
Joma? Like all these
Kangoo.
Spanish kids.
Yo. Clint,
Yeah.
Clint, Clint. We're gonna be wearing Fubu, and fucking Kangoo,
Oh
yo.
shit.
Oh, bro, come
That's a
on, can't go there. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect. Can't go there.
Fubu, and Kangoo, yo.
Bro, this is gonna be sad, bro. Like this is
All
sad.
I
Like,
did was wear Fubu, bro. All I did was wear Fubu back in the day. Sheesh.
bro, like yeah, I used to wear
Reebok,
Fubu too, right?
fucking Reebok.
But Reebok got bought out by Adidas. That's why Liverpool's been wearing Adidas for the longest. But like,
Oh my lord. We going back to we going to Umbro, yo. We going to Umbro.
that's when you know Milan downrated. Those are like those
Oh
Somalian jerseys
lord.
now. That's Somalian jersey territory, boy. Fucking, I would
Type
argue
type of
with you,
shit they ship to you. The type of shit they ship to you on a pirate ship, yo.
bro.
Type
Those are,
type of boat that they let go through the Hormuz, Strait of Hormuz,
bro,
bro. They're like, I'll let
bro,
them through, bro. It's a pirate
bro,
ship.
those were the vendors. Those were the vendors. Those are the vendors they were like catching at the World Cup, saying these fake
They
jerseys
be outside the
around the
stadium. They be outside the stadium. Yo, Poppy, $50. No.
on that,
$10,
bro.
brother. $10, brother. Come on, Poppy, $20.
They got a Ivory Coast Cristiano Ronaldo jersey, bro. Stop playing. Oh my god, bro. This is so sad. But no, hey, bro, it's like, dude, like for me, like a best club, you need to have like the best doctors, the best cooks. That's why you really build champions, bro. That's what you gotta be putting your money in. Your best, like Milan was known to be having the best doctors. I mean, I think they kind of like still do, but that's where you put all your money, you know. So it's like it's that, and but I just don't know what Jetty and them are doing. I don't know what Jetty and them are doing. It's like it's, and then our Primavera non-existent. I mean, women now. I don't hear nothing from them. I don't know where they at now. Like, shit. These are things Maldini cared about, you know. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I wish in another lifetime I would have picked another team. It's like, well, I'm stuck with Milan though. Yeah. I mean, we can still support Como, then Lombardi. So it doesn't hurt. I don't feel like I'm betraying. I feel like now speaking of Como,
All
I
right,
feel
yo,
like if
I'll be
Como,
back, guys. Keep going. I'm gonna
yeah,
enter later.
yeah, I feel like if Como wasn't playing Champions League, I think they would have went deep in the league this year. But I think Champions League is gonna hurt them. But we'll see, bro.
Yeah, they don't. I feel like
I
they
don't
don't
know.
have enough depth.
I don't know, dog.
I feel like they don't have enough depth. You know.
Italy Serie A also as a whole too, man. It just need a whole revamping. They need a big injection of money. You know,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's
There's a lot of problems.
it's crazy
And
times we live in, man. Being a sports
yeah, it has to do a lot with politics and I
fan.
guess
Yeah,
also
man.
with
But what's your prediction,
government
boss,
and
on
stuff.
like where we're gonna like where you feel like Milan's gonna end this year?
Dude, I feel like we're gonna make it to top four. I think third place. Just because like you guys were saying, a lot of the other teams, have are gonna have more games to play. And I feel like Amorim's gonna I don't know. I feel like he's gonna do a better job than the last couple of coaches we've had, because I feel like our team is a little more balanced, a little bit. And by putting all those things together, I think we're gonna get top four. Winning the Scudetto probably not, but top four for sure. I think there's no way we're gonna end up at the top four this year. I don't know. What do you think?
What the hell? Isn't nobody there? I don't know. I'm not the only one on the line.
Yo, can you hear me?
Oh, are you speaking, boss?
Yeah,
I can't
I
hear
don't know if you
nobody.
can hear me.
Hold on, let me come back in.
Hold on, let me. Yeah. Hopefully you can hear me.
Okay, yeah, I'm back in. Can y'all hear me now? I couldn't hear nobody.
I don't know if you can hear me now, man.
Yeah, I can. I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, nah, man, it's a funny situation. Italy does need a lot of money injected into its economy to just help, the clubs, because I feel like they're kind of falling behind in that respect. And as far as like foreign owners coming in, I feel like this is the period of time where it's going to get ugly, because they're new to the market, they're new to the business, and they're just trying to make as much money as they can. So I feel like eventually they'll figure it out to where they balance out priorities with winning trophies and also making money back, so things will get better potentially, or they'll just kind of like go make their money, ruin Serie A, and then leave and have things be worse. And hopefully that's not the case. You know?
But you can't even
guys,
make
I
your.
gotta close though. I gotta close.
Okay.
Oh, okay. For sure, Roy.
Okay, Roy. All right, Roy. Well, when are you doing the next
It
live?
was nice.
Next
After the
press
game.
conference.
Yeah, you need to bring it back on the weekends like you did before. So
Weekend, maybe Sunday.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like after games and stuff. So maybe we'll start coming back more frequently. I just got caught this by accident. But all right.
All right.
All right, boss. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
All right,
Have a
bro.
good one.
Yeah, yep.
Thanks for having me on, man. Take care, guys.
No problem. Later.